tournaments. And
Dolph, what's your prediction for tonight? Or anyone in chat for...
He, of course,
who do you think wins it all?
Hoshoryu for the first time, so the advantage
Hakuo.
is with...
Or Hakuoho.
Hakuoho. Hoshoryu doesn't know what to expect.
Or Hokuto Fuji.
I've seen him perform, but it's a bit
How do you
different
think
when you
takes
come up
it?
against him on the dojo. It is Senchuraku, the final day of the Nagoya tournament. And once again, a great crowd in attendance.
We're up in the
Full house
castle
here
right
on
now,
the
but we're
final
not
day.
going to do castle stuff. I was just doing castle stuff last time I played. I'm going to TP out of here, though. Let me actually get...
I was listening on 4K the other day to Ross. Sounds pretty good on 4K.
Need that
But it
shrine
sounds
map
okay.
up.
Even the voice is different.
Yeah. Yeah, we've got the Kyujo announcement. The Maegashira 5 Hirarumi. So Koto Shoho will get a free.
So we're up at the castle, but we're not going to be doing stuff up at the castle. We're just going to be doing... Also, yeah, I just got the Hyrule Shield as a
on the
flex.
hospital visit yet.
That was like the last thing I did.
We'll wait to see
Getting
how
the
long that
Hylian
will
shield.
keep him out of sumo, if at all.
Alright, so let's
I would
go
suggest he'll be back
back.
next tournament. But
I think I actually need to
no
fill up
final
on
word on that.
apples, so let me go do that.
so he ended up with a 5 and 10 record.
Out of here.
Boosts Koto Shoho to 7 and 8. So Maegashira 13.
Because yeah, next stream is the stream
picking up
where
that
we'll fight
Sencho
again.
win.
We'll finally.
Now let's go back and have a look at yesterday.
Finally get around again. And
First time meeting, obviously. Left hand inside. I was quite surprised that this man, the back to us, decided to go with the Yotsuzumo. Speedy Tachi from Hakuoho and Hokuto Fuji in a Mawashi
turned it
battle
down
with a
just
young
a
man that
little
he's
bit.
meeting for the first time. And I think many, like
what did
me,
I
were
end up
thinking,
doing in the
this has
castle?
got to go the way of Hakuoho if it's a Mawashi
Oh, fuck.
competition.
Let me just reload.
It took a while.
You could actually probably see off
Really
my
dug in
loads.
deep, Hokuto Fuji. Despite all that taping that he's had since his
I did a
university
decent
days,
amount,
or his high school days, the younger of the two
but I can't like.
still uses that left arm.
I don't remember the last cutscene. She was like telling me to go into
Uses
the
it with power.
basement. I'll show you on the map where she's leading me,
Not all that big, but gee, he's strong.
because I can't show it
Sets
unless
up
I'm
there,
up
looked
in
to
the
be in
castle.
trouble,
It's
taken
off
to
the
the edge.
castle.
Almost pushed out. Fights
That
back
match
and
was
pivots and
crazy.
stays in.
Rooting for. You're going for Hakuoho? Let's
Now
go,
we look at
Dolph.
Nishiki.
Dolph, you are very welcome to be a part of the Hakuoho fan club if you want. You're more than
Yudan, who
welcome.
just
You want to
teared
hop
off
in there?
wins and got to this stage. And Nishiki looked to be in a good position, but he went down first.
She wants me to go here. This is the next
That
step.
eliminated him from the Yusho
Do you
race.
know where that is?
Hoshoryu, here's that Henka. What was Wakamoto Haru thinking? But Hoshoryu
Yeah,
grabbed him straight away.
but we're up in the castle. I've explored all this
Wakamoto
stuff pretty much. I just
And
gotta
I think
follow,
Hoshoryu were both surprised by
and then on the adventure
that
log.
outcome. So there's the
Yeah.
leaderboard, the only 3 men that are in the Yusho race.
That's where we last left off.
All with 3 losses.
We did a decent
Shoryu.
amount, but I'm sure I
Hokuto
still have a
Fuji
decent
and
amount
the rookie
left. I don't want to do too much.
Hakuoho.
Let me move a little bit so back
And
to
today,
hearts.
2 of them fight each other, Hoshoryu and Hakuoho with Hokuto Fuji.
So yeah, I don't know if
Going
you know how
against
far
Nishiki.
that is or whatever, but
As the former
regardless, we'll be doing
Tochiyazuma
all again and stuff
Moya
next stream.
Oyakata on the Japanese broadcast with Mr. Ota.
It is the time.
Pretty exciting
yeah.
finish, and that's what they're talking about.
Next Saturday.
I mean, there could have been.
I'm
as there
gonna
always
try and
is,
start stream a little bit earlier
predictions
also.
Before the tournament starts, my predictions were
Try to start a little bit
Teruno
earlier if I
Fuji
can.
to win and maybe in a
Just
playoff
so
with Asano
People
Yama.
don't
How did
gotta
that
stay
work
up
out?
as late.
Teruno Fuji pulled out of the tournament. Asano Yama not doing as well as we thought he would, but he has a chance to get Kachikoshi today. And the other disappointment,
So let
of
me go
course,
spin
was,
my Kuroki seeds. I
Shin
got
Ozeki
51.
not starting the tournament. Kirishima and
me go
he's
do
ended up
that
with
real
Makikoshi. So we'll have 2 Ozeki guaranteed that will be Kataban next tournament.
Yeah, regardless,
Don't forget 8
next weekend will for
Both
sure be
Takekesho
Ganon.
and Kirishima.
I'll try and
we have
start a little bit
potentially a man
earlier,
that will
so
be
people don't gotta
joining
stay
them
up as
at the
late.
rank of Ozeki, and that is Hoshoryu.
That was a nice shift pivot right there by
It all
Haku. That's why I said he
depends
seems so skilled
how it plays
already,
out
and he's
here.
only 19. It's crazy. He's only 19.
No top knot. if you're new to sumo and you're wondering why not, well, he's been
There's
here 3
not
minutes,
long enough.
literally. Been
4
here a very short
tourneys.
time in sumo.
And he's already has a
And,
chance to
he
win a
has his
title.
fans
That's actually nuts.
In the Aichi Prefectural Gymnasium,
Gotta be like the
ready to
quickest
support
and
him throughout
youngest
the
ever.
day.
Let's go Hakuoho. Like I said, heart says Hakuoho, but my head says Hosh. Also Dolph. Dolph Rutan, let's go, baby.
So we're going to have a
Okay, let me
first-time
find
winner.
Hess
It's just a
too.
matter of which one it will be. Will it be a Hoshoryu? Hokuto Fuji?
Dude,
or
where is
Haku
Hess?
Oho?
Also, I'm so glad we
Already
got Murray
2
Johnson on
playoffs
final day
in
of
other
commentary.
divisions. Will we have another one to end
How did Hess do go?
this tournament? Last year we had a
Uh,
first-time winner with Ichinojo.
Let me Google Hess too, because he's not here. Hess too.
See how quickly he grabbed the leg
Vacation.
and then got inside quickly with the right hand. I mean, the Henker was strange to see it come from Wakamoto Haru, but against anyone else, he probably would have got away with it. Could have got to the rear, but Hoshori was just so quick to get the inside grip, and we've seen that look before. He is a man that is chock full of confidence.
Lookout landing now. No, I'm at lookout landing.
So both these men have been asked,
Clothing
they
shop near
tend to
lookout
think that,
landing. Yeah, that's where it
Haku
should
Oho,
be.
given the chance, he's going to
But
beat
don't eat
just
him.
about anybody. So he,
Let me save
it
and
wouldn't be a
reload.
surprise to both of them if this man breaks that 109-year-old outstanding performance of a rookie taking the Yusho in the top division. It will be on the pages of all the papers tomorrow. Well, definitely the sporting
Oh, is he at
papers.
the Deku tree now? Oh, that would
Is
make
quickly
sense.
zooming through the
Okay.
matchups for today.
Actually,
I'm not going to go through them all because they're flying through them so quickly.
but what's here? Oh,
But
treasures.
needless to say,
He's here.
plenty of 6 and
Should
8,
be in the
8 and 6
forest.
already, 9 and 5s, but
So that's what it
sprinkling of
says.
7
Usually
and
at lookout
7s.
landing.
Yeah, the most important
Also,
bouts
Sag,
will
Fury didn't get to see me
involve
wear her
those
shirt
looking
on
to
stream.
pick up their Sunshow
Can never
prize
wear
and
this
those also
shirt
to
on
get
stream again,
Kachikoshi.
despite her.
and the ultimate prize being the Yusho, the Emperor's Cup.
I'm sure I'll wear it again. But that's
that
funny, the one
parade of
time I do
prizes
wear it,
that
it's
they
like the one
receive
time
at
she
the end
doesn't
of
show
the
up
day.
to stream. Damn, the
One's
bad luck.
highlighted in pink or red, depending on your monitor, on your television or your phone. They've already got Kachikoshi.
Big whirly circle.
Once again, the prize winners, the
Whirly,
Sunshow prize winners,
swirly
the Shikunsho going the way of Nishikigi, and conditional ones, many of
Okay,
them.
here's Hestu. Okay.
So Fuji
I didn't
has
know he
been
was here now.
awarded the Kantosho. Conditionally,
So I got 51
Shoryu,
Kuroks.
Kotonowaka, Gonoyama, and Shoranoumi
How much is
they
weapon
have to win to
stash?
pick up
17.
their Kantosho
Do
prize
one
in
weapon
Inosho
stash.
and Fighting Spirit.
I'll
prize
honestly probably do
Kantosho
the rest
going
bows.
to Haku Oho.
Bows and maybe like 1 or 2 shields. I
And
honestly
winners,
don't need
we've
more weapon
already
slots at
given you
this
those, but I'll
point.
just go through them again. The winner of Jonakuchi was Anosho
And it's
from
probably
Hajigawa
expensive
Bear.
as hell too.
Very happy in getting
How
a
much
Yusho
is
in their
it?
first time being
25.
presented on the dojo. Joni Dunn went to Oginosho from
much is
Daiwanumi.
Yeah, bows only
Playoff
3.
won by Wakai Kari. Wakai Kari from Isanomi Bear, the son of Oi Kari. He won Sandambe. Makushita was picked up by Toko Hayate, and Juryo won by Atami Fuji, his debut win in Juryo after winning in Joni Kuchi and Johnny Dunn earlier on in his career. I think we've dotted the
Actually,
I's and crossed the T's.
I'll probably
Maybe
do one
we're
more shield and then just
dotting
the
and
rest of
crossing to come.
bows. Alright, let's get
And
some
they're on
top
the dojo
division
now.
sumo going.
Daishoho, Maegashira 14.
Also, who won between
Yeah, so it
Itami
depends how
Fuji
serious they
and
are about
Ayamami? Did any of you guys watch the
letting men
Juryo
stay
playoff?
in. There has been an injury issue for the man on the left in this tournament. He popped that earlier on in day 10 and he's kind of struggled.
Alright,
But he did
rest
win
will be
yesterday against
bows.
Takayasu. But then again, Takayasu seems to have an injury that is not letting him move freely either.
Old Taco Queso.
Roga is his opponent.
Oh, we got
So the
Roga in
win
the top
could
division.
decide who comes up or who goes down.
It should be an interesting matchup.
Roga's at Juryo 2. And it already has Kachikoshi, so 9 wins will help him. A loss for Dai Shoho drops him to 5 and 10.
Itami
the man
Fuji.
from
Word.
Russia.
I remember I
Some
picked
people
him
say
his
he's
first
from
time in the
Russia or
top division
Mongolia.
and he screwed
Well,
me
he
over.
is on the border of Russia.
Bastard.
He's Russian-born.
I picked him when he first
And
made
his
it in the
father
top division. I think he went like
also
4 and 11.
had him naturalized
like,
as
damn.
Mongolian when they lived there for a while.
So this will be his
so
second time back.
carries dual
Probably not gonna pick him
citizenship,
again though.
but he regards himself as Russian.
Okay. Yeah, buy
He's the
anything
only
else.
foreigner to be Yokozuna university level. And he likes Mikiyotsu, right hand inside, as does his opponent Dai Shoho. But how that leg injury is going to hamper Dai Shoho, we're about to find out.
Also, it looks like
Roga
the
needs some
doyo's
speed.
well lit.
Shikimori
more
Kindai,
than
who
usual.
puts the Gunbai forward. Roga does
Seems a lot
move
more
forward
bright.
quickly, but gets taken down with not a lot of
Oof.
footwork by Dai Shoho. And Dai Shoho 6 and 9.
Alright, let's look up some
Maegashira
shrines we can
14.
do around here.
He might be lucky. He might stay in, but we won't know until the Bansuke comes out at the end of August.
Okay.
It drops Roga, Juryo 2 to 8 and 7.
There's one here, yeah. So this is where I last kind of left off.
What's the footwork or lack of it from Dai Shoho? He gets the outside grip, stands his ground there. He pivots.
There's
Yoga
one here
not
to do.
displaying the greatest footwork either. Spread eagle.
Guess there's one
Nikki Otoshi pull down win for
here.
Dai Shoho.
There's one up over here. Kind of just looking at this map.
He turns 29 when the Bansuke comes out, so it'll be either a very good birthday present or not.
Yeah.
Let's go to the interview room now. Here's Mickey for our Yusho interview winners.
Atami Fuji in judo, congratulations. This is your first judo Yusho. Yes. I didn't even think that I
The
could make
doyo
this. I'm
looks
just really
slippery.
happy.
And
Today,
I wouldn't
you
say
had
out
to
of the
win first
ordinary.
to go into the playoffs. So how did it go with Aqua? In yesterday's sumo, I lost.
I'd say it's been about as
And
par.
this is the last day, so I had nothing to lose, and I just did business as usual. And everybody told me this is business as usual. So I'm just glad that I won that very first match.
Just looking for more shrines
And
on
after
this.
you beat Aqua, you had no time. You had to go into the playoff against Diamami. What was going
Guess
through
there's
your mind?
one here.
Well,
I
I
can maybe
didn't
do
want to lose the
this.
same way I did yesterday, so
Okay.
so what was the
Let's go do
takeaway from
the red and
yesterday's
kind of
loss?
work our way over.
Well, I
Yeah, I
have
wouldn't
to
say
make
it's
sure I
out of
didn't
the
think
ordinary in
about
terms of
Yusho, and I wasn't
slipperiness.
really nervous yesterday, but I didn't have enough of a resolve. So
Damn, that boy took a tumble. Holy shit.
that's why maybe I lost. And today I
Damn.
was really energized, and I had
You
a
have
strong
98
resolve.
shrines done.
So how was this basho for you? Last basho I was doing very well.
Alright, we gotta
and
change
I
the
didn't
gear
win
up
as
if we're gonna
many
be
as
up here.
last basho, but I sealed this with a Yusho, so I'm happy. So you might be going back to Makunoichi, and what do you think? What kind of sumo do you want to go back to? Well, I'm really happy about the return. I want to really encourage everybody who's supporting me through my
So
sumo.
we'll do the red
And
one
Yokozuna
first
should
and
be
then
happy
work over
too.
to the green.
Yes, I think he was watching, so I hope I could make a great report. Well, we look forward to your performance next basho. Back to you, Murray.
Thanks, Mickey. Yeah, there's no risk. He'll be returning to the top division, hoping to get more than 4 wins like he had in his debut.
Also, I still need to do a lot
He's
of
from
the
that
sky
very
stuff.
powerful Isanomi Baya, pardon me, Isakahama Baya. Terunofuji
There's
belongs,
actually
along
so
with
much in this
any
game
other
that I
Fujis.
haven't done that I probably won't do either.
Takara Fuji, well, another man from there, and now he joins Oikari
And I know they're
His
gonna add
son
DLC
won
at some
Sandan
point
Mei
also
today.
too.
at 945 consecutive.
Like I'm for sure
top
not doing
division
all
bouts.
Kurok seeds.
No days off in his
Screw
career.
that.
Takes on Tsurugi Sho, who's a bit hot and cold. He's 5 and 9.
So there should be a
Fuji already
shrine
has
over
Kachikoshi,
somewhere.
troubled by back injury.
this
and
Takara
not
Fuji
moving
versus
totally
Tsurugi Sho?
freely. Tsurugi Sho. He does have a slight edge in their meetings of 4 to
Takara
3.
Fuji's looked better this tournament.
well, just standing up because he's not moving freely is an understatement there for Tsurugisho, locking up the arm in an awkward position. Trying to get the left hand inside is Takada Fuji. That is being blocked. And his right arm also squeezed upon. But can Tsurugisho do anything from here? Now he's got a right hand inside grip. That will favour him. If he can get the Maimitsu grip, this is the opposite grip like he had
I remember
yesterday
trying
for
to find
Takada
this
Fuji.
one earlier, but
He
I don't
wants
think I
left hand
could.
in, right hand out. But here, left hand out, it still might be enough because of that injury to Tsurugisho, who retreats. And Takada
Yeah,
Fuji picks
Tsurugisho
up his
hasn't looked too
ninth
good this
win.
tourney.
Drops Tsurugisho to 5 and 10.
This one's inside a
At
cave.
Maegashira 11. He should be okay. But he needs to get
Heber
well
Mountains,
physically.
Northwest Cave, beyond
He
the
runs a bit hot
ruin.
and cold as well in terms of
I gotta
injuries.
find a cave.
Last tournament, they put him up against top rankers in the last third of the tournament because he was doing so well. And he wasn't perturbed by it, but he did struggle a bit. Ended up with a 9 and 6 record. And that put him up to Maegashira 11.
So maybe we can
Now,
find one
considering
of
it's not his
those
favourite grip,
blue bunnies to help us.
Takada Fuji, what I'm saying, he doesn't fight well in this position. He prefers the other way around, the opposite grip, left hand in, right hand out. If he gets that, he just about can beat anybody. But that was a good touchy eye, albeit ended up in a strange position. And whilst the touchy eye was really no footwork
We'll go
at
to the
all
top and then.
for Tsurugisho, early on he gave Takada Fuji trouble.
'Cause it says it's in a
9 and
cave,
6.
so I
He
don't know.
finishes.
Trying to find a cave
Bounces
entrance.
off
Hold
that
up.
back from that poor 5 and 10 in the previous tournament. More interviews to come now. We go to the Makushita winner. Oh, pardon me. We go to the Sandame winner.
Hold up.
And this is Wakaikari.
This
Congratulations.
might be
This
what
is
we
your
need.
first
Yeah, this
Kakugan
is
Yusho.
exactly what we need.
Yes, I'm really happy. And in this playoff, you lost against Asahakuryu in the
Also, I
sprint
need to
tournament. How
collect
was
these
that?
for Colton or
Well,
whatever his
I
name
wasn't
is.
going to be affected whether I
Level
win
up
or
gyms.
lose. And the opponent gave you a wate. And what
I
was
know
going
that
through your
boy's
mind
fiending
during
for
this
him.
process here? Well, I thought that I could go for the nugget. That's the only choice I had. And I wanted to
Okay,
move around a
so-
bit. And I wanted to shake him up a little bit. So I'm just glad I won. So before you threw them, you tried a muso, and then you went to kakenage. Were you aiming to do a kakenage? Yes, that was my go-to plan. And you have so
Okay.
much wealth of techniques. Why? Well, I used to do judo when I was little, so maybe that might have some influence on me. And Oikari, your father, he didn't have such background.
You gotta be kidding me.
Yes, yeah, I
Oh,
didn't know about my father,
brother.
but my friend was doing judo, so I just went along. And what did your
Also,
father
that's
say
something
today?
I need to do is cook some meals.
In the morning, he said
should've
just
done that
go and
while
put
I was-
everything out there. So are you going to tell him?
Look,
Just
I'll
tell
land
him
there.
I got the Yusho. And you will be going up to Makushita next basho.
Also, I need to get more apples.
What do you want to improve?
Get more apples and cook more meals. I need to do that at some point.
Well, I want to practice more, and I want to be bigger and have more pressure to the opponent. And what does your Oyakata say?
Triple check
He
combo.
said I need to get
Got you.
bigger.
The Fieri
How
special.
many kilos?
We might have to call that the Fieri
10
special
plus
soon.
kilo is my immediate objective. Well, we look forward to your performance. Thank you. That was Wakaikari.
Yeah, he's dynamic, isn't he? We just saw that replay of his ability to throw and
Triple
trouble
check
opponents.
combo
So
though.
he's not that big.
Let me see.
in
What do you
terms
want
of
for the
height.
hydrate?
He
Water
does
or
share that with his
Powerade?
father. His father ended up with more like a rounded sportsman when he was at his heaviest. His
So
son's
maybe
a
I
long
gotta
way
go
off
up
Dad's
that
way.
way.
Obviously, they talk a lot about Dad's old days.
Water?
He didn't know whether
Sounds
Dad's
good.
judo or not, but
I love hearing
judo
the
or not.
fans and the crowd
Yeah, we
screaming.
look forward to him zooming through the ranks. Shona Naomi, can he pick up a special prize with a win here?
Especially when you can
Myogiru
tell
on
it's like the ladies or the kids, where it's like more high pitched.
2011 November, Myogiru
Like Enho
debuted with
has
Aoyama,
so
Shohozan,
many.
and one other.
It's
And
crazy. Well,
10 and 5
Enho's
Myogiru,
definitely a
10 and
crowd
5
favorite.
Shohozan, 11 and 4 Aoyama won the Kanto Show prize. So similarities to this tournament, but we've got 3 strong newbies in the top
Wow,
division.
he
Shononumi, one of
does
them,
a lot of
going for
damage.
10 wins. Myogiru already has a losing record. Shononumi
Okay.
likes the left hand inside. Needs to speed up his
Also, I
touch
don't
eye, I
want to
believe.
lose my fairy.
And Myogido takes him head on, and he moves forward, but Shonanumi picks up the Kantosho prize with his win, and goes
Out
10
of
and 5.
apples. Oh no. I'll get some
Drops
right after
Myogido
this actually.
to 6 and 9.
I don't have any cooked meals. I gotta go do that.
Kantosho
Should
fighting
honestly
spirit
do that
prize to
right after the
Shonanumi.
shrine is good. What? Okay, you know what? Let's just...
Took
A little
the
rusty
charge,
here.
kept his eye on Myogido,
It does
angled
begin.
his reverse,
It does begin.
and then slapped down. the
We're a
veteran.
few matches in at this point, but we got a little bit of a wait until we get to the big juicy ones.
I still want to
These
see
are
him come
kind
up
of
with a
just slower
speedy
matches.
Itachi.
Some guys going
He
through
lunges forward
promotions
and then
and
stops.
stuff,
He doesn't
avoiding
move forward with
demotions.
aggression. But he
Yeah,
did get
let's
10
take
wins,
two
so
on
can't be
this.
overcritical. And from Takagawa Bear, Mizuya Kata, a man of few words, would be pleased. Myogido at Maegashira 10. He's been coming off a 9 and 6 in the previous, drops to 6 and 9 in this one.
Kind of just want to kill them first before I gotta deal with grabbing that in stone.
Yeah, it's interesting that group of men who entered this tournament 2011.
Didn't mean to do that
not
either,
this
but
tournament in
it's all
November.
good.
And Myogido, Aoyama, and Shohozan, long-time regulars in the top division. Two of them
Okay.
still there. And
Much
Aoyama
better.
was the only one that picked up
I was like,
Kantosho.
we're gonna need to restart
11
that.
wins.
That was not
the
ideal.
10 bout winners. Did not pick up the prize.
Can I grab
It
that
does
from here?
vary. We have a host of men
No, it's a
with
bit too
potentially
hard.
taking out prizes this time. Some of them getting a couple, or one of them in particular. So, Shonanumi,
It's good
big
to
man,
listen to Murray Johnson
93
commentary.
centimeters,
on the
186
final day.
kilos. He's been in sumo since 2014, so 9 years it's taken him to get here. Interview room. Sancho winner. On the dohyo now. Endo, 9 and 5, takes on Nishiki Fuji, 5 and 9.
Endo started so good. Kind of faltered as it.
There's the history
Wait, what?
between the two of them. Nishiki Fuji, man on right, turned 27 yesterday.
I was about to say what?
Endo has had a good tournament.
Yeah, there we go.
This tournament he had basically 0 and 15.
Also, hold up. I need to do something. How did you guys
Pulled out for half the tournament.
not tell me that we didn't have
Got himself at Maegashira 16.
Tears of the Kingdom blue on screen?
I think took the foot off the gas a few days ago.
They didn't have Tears of the
Bounced back
Kingdom blue.
yesterday with a win over
terrible.
Myogido. We'll have that interview with
Guppy, have you
Shonanumi
ever seen that
after
show
this bout.
Royal Crackers yet? The Adult Swim show? I know I mentioned it to you previously, but you said no. I was curious if that's changed.
Nishiki Fuji at Maegashira 8. Endo will get a nice boost from Maegashira 16. Especially if he can get 10 wins.
Nah, okay.
It's been a while since he's done that.
It's actually so hilarious being from Bakersfield and watching it, being based around Bakersfield.
2021 was the last time he
Just
had
hit
double
different.
digits. He finished up with 11.
I don't think it's a great show by any means, but I get a lot of the references, and I know it's like,
As I said,
mentioning
favour the
stuff
man on
from
the right.
Bakersfield.
They've met twice. He's won both of them.
and it's just, I don't know.
Probably by a dynamic.
It's fucking
Touchy
hilarious.
eye.
It's hilarious to me, but I don't think it's inherently hilarious to most people. It's kind of a mid show, to be honest. The show's alright, but some of the shit on it's just so funny to me
Well, he steps back at the
since I
touchline.
lived there
Nishiki
for so
Fuji.
long. But it's
Now
kind of
he
a mid
fends
show.
off
It's alright.
Endo wants the
You
Maimitsu
probably
grip
aren't
and if he
missing
gets it,
anything, honestly.
Nishiki Fuji could be in trouble.
But since I got the
The,
Bakersfield connection,
the
I don't know,
ankle
it's
is-
just so funny some parts.
And the elbow given Nishiki Fuji huge problems this tournament. Can't move too
I'm gonna go
well
make
on
some
that ankle.
meals
And
with
now
grip.
classic left and right hand movement by Endo to win by Yorikiri.
I miss
Double
Gold
digits in wins
Mawashi
for him to
Endo.
finish the tournament.
I need to go make some mills, so I'm gonna go
See him probably around Margashita
grab some apples from my
10 or
apple
11.
farm, and then I'm gonna
Next
go
time round.
cook some mills, and then we'll go do some more shrines.
Double digits in losses.
Because
for
I
Risky
literally
Fuji.
got no mills. That is not good.
He'll probably find himself around Margashita 12.
I'm gonna need some mills. So I'm gonna do a little bit of apple
13
farming, a
with
little
that
bit of
performance,
cooking,
but all depends what happens on
and then we'll
on
come
Skate
back.
committee's decision making.
So I guess I got enough for
No
another
real
blessing.
movement with that right foot. He's got to
So
put all
let's
the weight on the
go-
left. And when it
Where
comes
is
to
my
lateral
apple
movement,
farm, actually?
Risky Fuji
Uh,
not being able to get much done. See here when he's got to put the weight
oh
on the
shit.
foot.
Where
It's
is
almost
this? I'm trying to
can't
remember.
do anything from there.
I think it's over.
It's almost a
There it
brace that
is,
he's got
yes.
on there because of the injury to the ankle.
GG indeed. Actually, how many matches do we got till like the first
well done,
big
Endo.
match, Hokuto Fuji?
He's still got fans all across the country.
Hokuto Fuji does not go
Back to the interview room now. Here's Shonan
wow.
Naomi.
Yeah, it's gonna be a while.
So Shonan Naomi with a fighting
Also,
spirit.
it's sad to see how
Congratulations.
good it's
So
sad to
double
see how
digits
Takeyasu started so
wins
good and now he's 6 and 8. My man was
Kantoso,
5 and 0,
The
now
fighting
he's 6
spirit.
and 8.
What is it like?
Pretty sure he got
Really
injured
happy?
at some point.
So it was conditional. You had to win. Did you know about that? Yes.
There's no way you start
So
5 and
what
0 and
went
then
through
go
your
6
mind
and 8
going
unless
off into
something
your
happens,
bout
like an
with
injury.
these conditions?
So hopefully
Well,
it's
I
not
was
sincere.
thinking
It
about
feels
a
like
lot,
he's
but I
been
just
getting a
thought to
bunch of
myself
injuries
that
lately.
I need to make sure I focus on my own sumo, and that's what I was able to do. So you were doing a tsuke hanashi today. Yeah, that's it's my plan. So 15 days, first time in Makunochi. How was that like for you? Well, I still have a long way to go.
He's a big
So
boy,
what do you mean long
6'4",
time
like
way to go?
415.
Well, about
Fucking
sumo and
huge.
about everything.
I mean, they're all big boys, but
Did you
he's
get something
true.
tangible out of this, Basho? Yes, well, I had some takeaways, but I know I just have to work hard. So, next Basho, what is your goal? I need to push forward, move forward, and show better performance.
Oh, I forgot about these.
At
guys.
Oiso Town, in your local town, you had a party, so you can go back to your home, and
Quarter
I'm
heart.
sure they'll be really happy. Yes, they've always been supportive
I was
of
about
me,
to say, it's literally
so
worth just letting
I'm
them
very
hit me if
grateful,
they do no
and I
damage.
really want to repay them for their support. Well, congratulations.
I bet he'll spend some time in that floating rotation pool. 500 meters of sheer joy in Oyster.
Sounds pretty good
He does
to me.
sweat a lot, and he's one of the few Rixie I've ever
He
seen.
does
that the
sweat a
Gorgie has
lot.
sent back to
Oh,
the corner to towel
okay.
himself down again before to start the bout.
Sometimes you do
they
be
thought
sweating a lot. Sometimes
Shikiri,
it's like that.
Sent him back to the towel just to wipe the sweat from his chest.
Sometimes you be a
I
sweaty
think
boy.
growing up near the beach, he'd be used to the sweat.
It's okay, Shonan
Apparently
Nome.
not.
It happens.
Sadanumi, 700th Makunochi bout today, takes on Aoyama. A bit concerned that he was going to be heading back to Juryo, but it's only ever happened once in his career. And he avoided that with a Kachikoshi. But Sadanumi, Magashita, been a disappointing tournament. Hasn't moved well at all. 5 and 9.
No, here's
for
one of
him.
Guppy's boys.
But he has picked
Aoyama's
up
actually
3 in
been
a row to
turning
get to
up
5 and 9.
lately.
And Aoyama has won every bout since day 9.
My man's trying to
6
avoid
straight.
going down to Juryo. I'm pretty sure if he wins tonight, he
Like to
gets
finish
Kachikoshi
7,
and
I'm
stays
sure.
up.
And Sadanumi continue his winning streak and make the 700th bout memorable, if he even knows it's the 700th. Well forward today as Aoyama almost slips,
Oh.
keeps the pressure on Sadanumi. who
Aoyama
gets
stays in the
knocked
top division.
down. And a 9th win for Aoyama.
He started
10th
so
loss.
bad too.
Sadanumi.
Like really, really bad. Now that was his 9th
7
one? I thought it was his
straight
8th.
wins for
Damn, 7
Aoyama.
straight for Aoyama.
Takikomi
Wow.
win.
He started so bad too. That's how it be sometimes. Sometimes you're Takayasu, you start 5 and 0 and then shit the
Got the
bed.
biggest BFI in
Other
the top
times you're
division. In fact, the
Aoyama
top
and you start
2
terrible and
divisions,
rifle
but
off
it
7
doesn't
straight.
concern him because even
Sometimes it
the
be
amount of
like
years he's
that.
been in sumo, 69th top division tournament. He's shown that he can still move well. And with that 9th win, we'll move back up the buns cake. getting away from that dangerous Maegashira 17 rank. Makushita winners, upper Makushita winners earlier today. Tsurubayashi was the winner of Sazanami.
Also, it's nice to see
Zaki defeated
Shishi get his
Nori.
Kashikoshi first time in
Kamito beat
Juryo.
Terutsuyoshi. Otsuji beat Koto Uzutu.
There's a shit ton of golden apples over
Inayada
here.
beat Shiono Juryo.
And the winners in Ju are Takahashi and
Yeah, that's like three right
Amami,
there.
of course.
Those golden apples are what truly are clutch.
Takahashi has quite a chance
Basically a
for making
game
Shinjuro.
changer when it comes to
Dai
cooking.
Amami, Takakento, Shiden, and also Kitanowaka, Tamashoho, Tohakuryu, and Oshoma, Yuma, Chiyomaru,
My favorite part of the game.
Ozan,
apple
and
farming.
Atami Fuji, of course, with a Yusho, and Churanomi. Back to you.
Thanks, Mickey. Yeah, I guess the disappointing one was Tomokaze, who was leading the way for so much of the tournament, and he lost today to Kitanowaka, and denied the fact he could have been in a three-way playoff.
Alright, is there any more golden
Playoff
apples
was won
around?
by Atami Fuji beating Daiamami after losing to Daiamami yesterday. Gonoyama, another Sancho Prize potential winner
Don't
here if
see
he can
any
beat
on these
Tamawashi.
two.
Both pusher thrusters. They're meeting for the first time, and that's how he's done it. Streaky, to say the least.
Oh, it's my boy. Yes, Gonoyama.
And pusher thrusters
Yes.
can be. And I
He
think
started
if you
pretty
look at
good and
Tamawashi's
kind of
record,
faltered
you'll
out,
find
but
it's
he's bringing it back.
not dissimilar.
My guy.
But at least Gonoyama has put 3 in a row
Is he going against Tamawashi?
of late since day 12.
Let's go
Whilst
Gonoyama.
Tamawashi lost yesterday to a very vibrant Koto Eko. He
Sure
was
there's
determined to
not
get
any
Kachikoshi.
golden apples. That's definitely-
Tamawashi already has Kachikoshi, so they will be determined, but you could think the determination should be more coming from Gonoyama.
Gotta give him the clap.
Kuma Bear,
Gotta pop off on
former
him.
Ozeki Goedo. Like Goedo, he's from Osaka.
That shit's so funny to me. I'm fucking such a piece of
45-year-old
shit.
Gonoyama
Oh lordy.
in his
Alright,
debut.
how many apples
So
do
the
I got?
3 rookies have
125.
really
Okay.
turned it on.
Let's go cook.
Can he get to 10 and 5? Sure, he did.
Oh lordy.
Request for Gonoyama to be also included in the
Also,
Sancho
shout out to all
Prize
you
winners.
chat. Appreciate y'all.
If he wins,
Hanging
pick
out
up
in the graveyard
Kanto
shift
show as well.
hours. Graveyard shift.
Tamawashi won a few prizes throughout his career. So first time meeting between 2 pusher thrusters. Gonoyama does have speed.
Gotta give him the
Tamawashi
clap.
does have the experience.
Right.
And the hand placement will be a little higher than Gonoyama's. He tends to rock the chin and the face of opponents.
Yeah, I noticed Tamawashi goes for the throat a lot. Which, honestly, probably really optimal move.
Thrusting at each other as we expected they would. Now Tamawashi gets moving forward but misses with a couple. So Gonoyama gets inside briefly. Picking up the pressure is Tamawashi. Gonoyama needs to watch the footwork here. Almost slips, gets taken back, but he takes the veteran
Gave it
out.
to him. Let's go
Another
Gonoyama.
Sancho Prize winner.
Pop off
Determination
on
from
him.
Gonoyama.
That's what I'm talking about.
10 and 5 in the Kantosho. The fighting spirit goes his way
Very
as well.
nice.
Tamawashi drops to 8 and 7.
ただいまの決まり手は押し出し、
Good to see
押
that.
し出して大野山の勝
He
ち。
had his moments there, I thought, where the footwork looked a bit shaky, but he recovered his balance. Just imagine yourself standing there and getting all these whacks to the head and the face and the chest and the arm.
He
and
gave him the
pulled and
clap. He
pushed and then
did.
thinking,
He gave him the
I
clap,
can still win
baby.
this. And
Let's
he
go
does.
Gonoyama.
Tasting the top division for the first time,
Fucking gave him the
Gonoyama.
clap. Hell yeah.
And he's come through with a strong 10 and 5 record.
That shit's
That's a young man that
I
if he
love
keeps
it.
this sort
I
of
fucking love it.
ability to stand his ground
We're always
gonna
rocking
trouble
with
many.
Gonoyama.
in the top division. It's not just about upper body, it's lower body, especially with pusher thrusters. That's
Also,
where
I
they can
forgot those
falter.
bananas are really. Oh yeah, I forgot bananas get damaged
Used to
up.
have Omoi Koshi, a very solid lower body that allows him to stand his ground. So
Forgot
enter the
about
tournament at Maegashira 13. ranked higher out of all three newbies, the rookies.
Let's use some of these golden apples since
And
they're basically
the
broken.
three of them have all got double digits in wins. And one of them could very well take the Yusha.
Actually have a shit ton of it.
So the
Also, Gonayama's kind of
Junior
hairy.
committee, the ones who
on the
set
back.
the matchups, we were
Not
mentioning
Takayasu
through
levels of
the
hairy,
tournament,
but
especially the
pretty
last
hairy.
third, some strange
big
placement,
hardy trouble.
putting Gonoyama and Shononumi and Haku Oho against top rankers. When they
Hell
haven't
yeah.
quite
With
reached
the
numbers,
clapping emoji, Dolph.
but, boy,
Yes.
did they get that right.
Yes.
Looking at the
I
top
love
15
it.
in Makushita, well, the tournament was taken out, the division was taken out by
Oh, shit,
Toko Hayate, who
Mark
dropped back to
too.
Makushita from Juryo. Won it, and he's going to bounce straight back up to Juryo.
Fuck
Other
yes,
notables
Dolph.
there are Onosato on the east side at position 3 with a 4-3, and Mukai Nakano also with 4-3. 5-2 for Takahashi. Mickey mentioned
I really
Takahashi's
just be throwing
chance.
shit
So
in the pot.
this is what I was
making
talking about at
stuff.
the top of the program, about the potential for many of these to be promoted. Ishizaki is another one, but Takahashi on screen there. That's
So I need to hold on to
No,
my
that's
fairy
Takahashi,
as long
pardon
as
me,
I
and
can.
at number 4. There are a couple that are not there as well. Enho at position 1, of course, he's still suffering from that neck injury. And the retirement,
I don't know.
unfortunately,
I
of Chirakuni.
think the days of
number
Enho
5.
are not looking too
Announced his
good.
retirement, and a very tearful press
Much as it pains me to say that.
conference
I
was
definitely
held
don't think Enho probably will
yesterday
ever make it back to top division.
for
He's
Chirakuni.
hard stuck Juryo. I think Enho's just
So,
hard stuck
this is where
Juryo.
the decisions have to be made
Pains
about
me to
whether he
say,
gets
yeah.
promoted. If you jump to the next group, look at number 7, Tsukahara. He's had a 6-1. Do they give him consideration? There are men ahead of him with 5-2s and 4s and 3s, but then you go down to Itoshi at 9 and Kamito, who we've seen plenty of. He finished with a 5-2 record. He won't be promoted, but he'll be edging up closer to it. And in the next group, Teratsuyoshi with
I
finished
really
with
just be
Katsukoshi at
making
4 and
random
3.
shit.
Good to see the man from Isagahama getting a winning record. So there's some talent in Makushita. Remains to be seen whether
Alright, this
how many
should
of them
be
make it to
fucking
Juryo in the
time.
next tournament. Takayasu. Shoma Takayasu obviously has an injury.
Yeah,
To
he's
me, it looks
clearly
to be
injured.
hip related or back related.
There's no way you start 5-0, and he's even looked just
Both
off
men with
his
losing
pace these
records.
last few matches.
Takayasu
Like
at
he
Maegashira
doesn't
7,
have nearly as
Chiyoshima
much effort as he did when he
Maegashira
started the tournament.
12.
He's just hoping to. He's even trying to pull out Henka's just to get wins. He
Shoma
tried it
had
a couple
birthday during the
one
tournament
earlier, and it was not good.
a few days ago.
It was an oath that I say a lot.
There he is. History
Yeah, that
heavily
should be enough
favouring
for
Takayasu. They've met 7 times. He's won 6 of them.
Some call him Dolph, some
may
call
not be
him
much
Daddy,
if
but all
his
respect
condition
him masses
physically
dong.
He's
Slap
not up
that
to
belly.
the pressure he may receive from Chiyoshima.
I could do should have enough food for a while. Yeah, that should last me for a bit. Do a blessing. I got
He's
enough
again
to
with
do
a thrusting
one.
attack because the body movement's not great. Nor is he
But yeah, next
with a
Saturday
Katsuyage,
or next
Takayasu.
weekend for sure. We're definitely beating Ganon, fighting Ganon.
Two-arm thrust. Yeah, it's a mutter,
Oh,
definitely.
Thank-
Well, he came with a thrust. Came
feels
with
so bad for Takayasu.
what his
Mans
plans
might
are.
never get a title at this point, but we'll have like 7 second places, 8 second places.
Same thing?
The
Or do we see a shift
hit him with
at
the
the
mata.
Tatsui here by one
Mata
of them? And if it's going to be by one of them, I'm
And the
suggesting
Gyoji
on
outfits
the
are
right.
so sick, dude. I can love how fly the Gyojis are, and they're all
Maegashira
different
7,
too.
Maegashira
No
12,
Gyoji copies each other.
both
They're all
6 and
different.
8. Which one will edge a little closer to not being such a bad
Come on,
Takegoshi?
Takayasu. Hopefully you can
History heavily
get a win
favouring
here
Takayasu.
somehow, but probably not. You're banged up.
Right, take 2.
Oh, we're down into the second bar now in terms of hearts.
Well, kind of a 2-arm
Okay,
thrust.
there we go,
A bit of
Takayasu.
2-arm thrust and then chest by Takayasu.
Also, yeah, I
but
can move it down
plowed
a
straight
little
through
bit. I guess,
Chiyoshima.
like, you guys can
To
see
pick up
I
his
got
7th win. Chiyoshima, 6 and 9.
Now we're down to the second line of hearts.
It started with the
The
hands
Clyde
out, but then
Drexler, the
became
Haku
a
was Michael
bump
Jordan.
for Takayasu.
Yeah, Takayasu, he's like the perennial second place.
Thrust out win
Alright,
for
so we got this one.
Takayasu.
Let's
who
go
started brilliantly
check
with
out this
5
screen.
wins. And had the 7
But he got a win there.
losses
We
in a
like
row.
that. So he shouldn't drop that far in rank.
Bounced back
Yeah,
with
I
a
should only
win,
drop,
lost
like, one
yesterday and
rank.
wins today. So
Hopefully he can heal up for next
an
turn.
unusual tournament to say the least for Takayasu.
But should only drop a rank. Not too
I'll
bad,
be
all things
interested to
considered.
see of any injury reports after the tournament.
Alright, so there is a shrine up here somewhere.
Don't really know the story if there is one, but he wins by skidashi to finish off. With
Still
on
got a
positive
while
note.
before we got Hokuto Fuji's match, which
Shorter,
is the first
6
of
and
the
9 at
tourney
Magnitude at 12.
leaders.
He'll tumble a couple of spots.
Also, Guppy, have you been
Off the
checking up
room
on your
again, another
Stables
Sancho
Master team?
winner.
I know
Gonoyama,
mine's
his
fucking
rookie.
terrible. I haven't looked at it the last few days, but I know it's bad.
And also double digit, and
I'll get
won
him
the
next time.
prize.
We'll
How
bounce
was it?
back.
I was able to go push forward. So
I
it was
picked
great.
Hokuseo as my
And Tamawashi,
one
who
guy,
has
and
actually had a Yusha experience, and you
Not doing
won
too
against
hot.
them with a
I
push.
learned my lesson on that one.
Oshizumo. Is that a booster
But
to
we're
your
just trying.
confidence?
We're
Yes, it
testing
is.
the waters
And
here.
you won the Fighting Spirit
bounce
Award.
back.
Well, I'm
Need to
glad
go
I
to
had
Grand.
double-digit wins. Looking back on 15 days, how was it in Makunochi? Well, I had a losing streak, so that was a negative aspect, and I need to make sure that doesn't happen, and I want to win
Is
more.
this our boy Gotoyama?
So did
Sir
you have
Clap
some
himself.
new learnings in the Makunochi?
Sir claps a lot.
Well, I realized that
I'm
you
such a
can't
piece
win
of
unless
shit.
you have a really strong sumo that is your style.
I love him though. Like I said, I'm actively
And
rooting for the
there
boy. He's my
were
guy.
Three
Gotoyama.
Shinjumaku,
We'd like
and
to see
you all
Papa.
guys won the special award. How do you feel about that? Well, there's a lot of strong rikishi, so I can't lose. I just have to work hard. Congratulations.
I love how they always give the most cookie
another
cutter
happy
ass
man.
answers. The most generic cookie cutter answers.
Gonoyama
So funny.
picking up Sancho Prize, the
Okay, is
Kantosho,
this one in a cave also?
after his win
This one looks to be in a cave also.
on the
Opeki
dojo.
Drifts
Bushozan
cave.
and
Yeah, well,
Oho.
let's see if I can find that. Gotta find another cave. Somewhere around here. Make sure I have this lined up.
Shioshima wasn't happy about the Tachiai. Report coming through.
Yeah, he's the first time when there was a mata, Takayasu had two hands, so he was getting ready for that. But apparently it didn't work out that way.
No, he came with the two hands, then the chest. Plowed straight through him. Bushozan
So,
going back to Juryo.
Here.
3 and 11 at Magashita 16. Oho.
Oh,
5 and 9. Yeah,
oh,
cold tournament for him. His good sumo has
Okay,
looked really
there
good.
should be a cave entrance
But
around here
you just
somewhere I
can't
can
get
go
the
in to find this
consistency
next
going.
shrine. Go
They've only
Peki.
met once in the top division. Bushozan was the
Kopeki.
winner.
Right, Kopeki.
Bushozan is actually a better pusher thruster than Oho, and Oho came into sumo with his dynamic thrusting attack. He's working more on Yotsuzumo, but he still has a good pushing attack. It's just not as dynamic at the Tachiai.
This one might
Tends
be
to
up
get it
top
done
like
later.
the last one.
He doesn't start well with pushing and thrusting. It's a little weak at the Tachiai, Oho. Bushozan thrust, but he's taken back by Oho under the armpits. And now Bushozan will have another loss.
Yeah.
Pretty easy win.
Yeah, I was about
Much
to say
better
that.
Tachiai
Didn't look
today
too
from
tough
Oho.
for Oho.
Effective with his thrust and moved forward quickly and got Hazuoshi under the armpits of Bushozan to pick up his 6th win. So he finishes the Basho with a 6 and 9 record. 3 and 12
Alright, there should be a cave entrance around
for
here.
Bushozan.
寄り切って王鵬の勝ち。
So his 2 tastes of the
Where
top
that
division
is,
have not
not
been
quite
a
sure.
couple of happy experiences. Here's the
平戸海本日休
video
場。
announcement for
したがって
Domi.
琴勝峰の戦勝であります。
No final report on
AOCD
how
won't let
long
me
that
not
will
grab
affect him.
that.
Yeah, Hiradomi couldn't get a good checkup because there's no hospital that could do a full diagnosis, so they're still waiting for more tests to be done.
And that's on
apparently.
his foot.
Koto Shoho.
So Koto Shoho,
It's a free
happy
one.
to pick up win number 7, even if it is by Vicencio.
Who's that pulled out against Koto
Finishes the
Shoho?
tournament 7 and 8
Here
at
we go,
Magashita
man.
13.
Alright, well I guess that makes it quicker for us to see the good matches, so we'll take it.
Kidodumi Kyujo will finish 5 and 10. Let's have a look at this sumo again. Low start today from Oho. Gets under the armpit straight away. Bushozan pulls going backwards. And hand placement perfect by Oho.
So hard to
Goes
see
deep
in the blue.
and wins by Yori Kiri. So pretty much Oho from start to finish. We often see these pusher thrusters pulling going backwards if they can't take their opponent
Oh, hold up.
straight back straight away. And fair to say, Bushozan's tournament has been disappointing.
Alright, well that works.
Hasn't quite measured up to the top division in the 2 times we've seen him. But no doubt he will try again and come back and hopefully improve each and every time. Oh, Meisei has fans in the house.
Let's go, Meisei.
There's some very striking green towels. Just looking at the
The way he's
rank of
Murray
1
Johnson
through
said
8
very striking right
in
now.
the
It's
top
pretty
division.
funny. Very striking. Like he was trying to do an accent of
excellent
some sort.
performances by Nishikigi, an 11
Like
and
a
4
rich,
record.
posh accent or something.
In fact, we're looking at the Jurio first up, aren't we? I believe. Yes, the Jurio division first up. And Tami Fuji finishing with 11. 9 and 6 for Kagayaki.
I'm actually so excited
So
for
they'll
tonight's
certainly be promoted.
matchups.
8 and 7 Roga. 9 and 6
Like I said,
might have
specifically
given him
the
a definite chance to
Hakuho
be promoted. It all
Hoshoryu.
depends what decisions are made.
I don't know. I think that's gonna be
Because we
so
have
fire.
Tamashoho and
Also, I think it's
Kitano
gonna
at
be the first
5,
matchup
both with 10 and
of
5
a long,
records.
storied
I doubt they
rivalry.
will promote it all the way up to the top division.
First
But
matchup of
looking at who's going to come back
we got an endurance test, right?
from Nakanochi, well, definitely
Okay.
Wakataka Kage and Bushozan. There's 2 guaranteed.
Poor Wakataka Kage.
What do
We
they
won't
do
see him
with,
for a while.
Daishoho. 6 and 9 at number 14. The ones ahead of them all got
Proving grounds
Kachikoshi.
intermediate.
Yeah, I'm glad it's not my job. Having to decide who comes up, who goes down.
Johnson. Not my job.
Some interesting faces there. But, there's the NHK Twitter account. Opportunity to let you know that whilst it's not on at 5:30 today, because we'll be on the air in a couple of minutes doing the live sumo. The Grand Sumo
Probably
highlights
should
1:30
take out,
tomorrow
actually.
morning, Japan time, 8:30, 1:30 in the afternoon, and 5:30 in the afternoon as well. 4 times as usual, except when we're doing the live sumo, the 5:30 show obviously can't be held. With the Grand Sumo highlights. Now the final bout here in the first half. It's Kim Bozan and Meisei.
Okay, so
One of
for
them will
final bout of the first
leave
half.
Nagoya happy. Because they're both 7 and 7. The winner gets
Oh, this
Kachikoshi.
is there on the opposite side of it.
Meisei, his opponent, is the winner the only time they met. Meisei's 800th career bout and his 28th birthday tomorrow. So an
Happy
early
birthday,
present
Meisei.
on the cards for him. He hopes. Meisei left hand
Jason,
inside.
man.
Kim Bozan is a pusher thruster who is developing Mawashi technique. He's got a long way to go to perfect that, but he is getting better bout by bout. Kim Bozan beating Shonan no Umi yesterday in a really good struggle. But Meisei's put 3 together,
Go Meisei.
beating some notables, Shodai, Oho, and Hokuseiho. So the man on the left, pusher thruster per se, but Meisei will try and work his way through to get the left hand on the Mawashi. He goes hard and fast inside Meisei to try to get the left hand, thrusts away at Kim Bozan. Now
Meisei always does that like
Kachikoshi.
side shift technique. I
So
noticed, like where
Kachikoshi
he'll
for
like
Meisei,
shift
and
his
happy
shoulder.
birthday tomorrow.
Does
The
that a lot.
800th career bout was a
Seems
good
to
one
work,
for
evidently.
Meisei. Unfortunately,
let's
Kim
go,
Bozan,
Meisei.
a Makikoshi.
So Ken Bozan's kind of been a disappointment in the
World will
top
join
division.
us
It feels like.
very soon.
決まり手は突き落とし突き落として明生の勝ち。ここで勝負審判の交代であります。
Oh shit.
So we welcome
Is that a
Grand
decent
Sumo
amount
Live,
of damage?
coverage for the July tournament.
If I could
NHK
play
World
Rush,
TV,
I'll-
Japan TV viewers. Welcome along as you see Meisei here. This is the final day of action of Grand Sumo from the Aichi Prefectural Gymnasium, and Meisei picks up Kachikoshi. And Kimbozan, the wry smile, says he had a 7-7 record as well. So Meisei turns 28 tomorrow, early present for him. 800th career bout was a successful one. So the Maegashira 3 leaves this tournament a
He
happy man.
shot me out of the sky.
Maegashira 3
Wow,
edges back a little closer to Sanya.
that's cool.
So that's the first half concluded. Let's give you the results of the
Well,
first
it's
half and a few
halftime.
other details. Murray Johnson along with Miki Hirai for Senshiraku. Dai Shoho picked up a win, beating Juryo man Roga. Takara Fuji got his 9th win, defeating Tsurigi Sho. Rookie Shonan Umi picked up his 10th win and the Fighting Spirit Prize as a result, beating Myogiru. Endo got his 10th win, beating Nishiki Fuji. Sadanumi was beaten by Aoyama. Aoyama goes to 9-6. Gonoyama picked up a Sun Show prize, the Kanto Show as well, to go
Wanna
to
get a little
10-5,
bit
beating
closer.
Kamawashi. Takayasu picked up his 7th win, beating Chiyo Shoma. Oho defeated Bushozan. Koto Shoho got a freebie because
much better.
Hinami pulled out of the tournament. And we just saw Meisei
Oh no.
defeat Kim Bozan to get
there we go.
Kachikoshi.
Should be able to finish him off with a hit.
Tournament winner has not been decided on day 14 as many were hoping perhaps.
Where's the last
but
guy at?
it goes down to the wire and it's one of 3 men that can take it out. It's either going to be Hoshoryu,
Toshori?
Hokuto Fuji, or the other rookie, Haku Oho.
Oh, please don't die.
And
Like,
if Haku Oho takes it, it'll be the first time in 109 years that a newcomer to the top division wins the
where's the
Yusha.
last guy at? He up top? Up here? Yeah.
There's the history between Nishikigi and Hokuto Fuji, the first of our bouts
Make
that
sure I got my
involves a
strongest weapon.
co-leader.
Okay,
Hokuto Fuji,
nice.
11-3. Nishikigi losing yesterday and dropped him his chances of winning the Yusho.
So yeah, it's
Not
halftime
having
right
such a
now. So we
strong
got like a
tournament.
little 10-minute
look at
break
that
or
bout.
so.
The
Where
last
we
time
get more
we met,
matches.
this was in January, day 1. Kind of a slow motion bout altogether. Remember, Nishikigi's
Also, since I have
he had a
enough
much
hearts to
better
get
sumo
another
this time.
blessing, or enough blessings to get another heart, I'm gonna do that real
This
quick.
was the May tournament, day 11.
Oh,
missed with
shit.
the thrust
Hardy elixir.
initially, did
Nice,
Hokuto
okay.
Fuji.
That'll be useful for a
And
Ganon
that's
fight.
vital for him. Hand placement.
Glitch.
A thrust and armpit control is what he works his sumo on, but not that day. So the last 2 that we showed you there, and both men sharing a win. But the rivalry does favour Nishikigi, but one of those was a Fasensho. So an even history between the 2 on the dohyo.
The dohyo.
Yeah, the first time they met was May 2018, and Hokuto Fuji pulled out of the tournament. So
So yeah, I'll go get a heart real quick.
face to face on the dohyo, even at 5-5, and that sets up for a very interesting encounter.
Curious if I should do this
Can
temple
Hokuto
over
Fuji
here,
win and get to a playoff? If he
I
does
think I more
win,
just
he'll
want to
meet
do
the winner.
shrines, to be honest.
Hoshoryu and Haku,
Even though I know there's a shrine
Hoho's
in there I
bout,
gotta do.
which is the second
the
from
top.
the last bout today.
This is what I'm
Ultimate.
talking about here, but
Subino Mai,
I might do that later. I don't know. I might
Big
have
crowd in
enough
again.
time actually.
hot day.
I'll think about it.
Another day in the mid-30s Celsius. And the second half about to get underway. The tall and the small. Not only the smallest, but also the lightest.
Is it Midori Fuji versus
Midori
Hoku
Fuji.
Seiho? Oh
Taking
no.
on Hoku Seiho.
Oh lord, look at this size difference, chat.
171 centimeters, one of them. The other man, 204.
Look at this size difference, chat. This is gonna be a fun one.
And it is a first-time meeting. Quite often you
I'm actually really
these men
curious
get
to
to
see
fight
how
each
this
other
is
and
gonna go.
Hakushito or Juryo on their way through, but Hokuseiho's career has been so swift. He's never met Midori Fuji. There you go. So what's the plan? What do you think?
I don't know.
Morizashi? And then Tsurudashi?
A little bit of a
If you're
size
writing the
difference there.
And we tend to sometimes, is that maybe Midori Fuji should not go for the obvious. If he goes double inside grip, Hokuseiho
There's no way
He
he
can
can
fight
beat
one-handed.
him,
He's
and
kind of
yeah, he can't do
doing that a little too much. Oyakachi
He's
was
gotta
trying
be
to
a
get him
little more
to
cunning
bend the
and
knees more, but
that.
he'd have to bend down a long way to be face to face with Midori Fuji.
I might go do that temple, honestly.
And he has plenty
I
of
don't know
fighting
how
spirit.
quick
Not a
it
great
is.
record, 3-11. Hokuseiho already at
temple, but
Makikoshi 5 and
Ace or
9.
whatever it is.
Well, a thrusting attack, and now an inside grip,
All
right
right, let's
hand.
see what.
A
Oh,
leg trip
oh
attack,
my
dynamic,
God,
outstanding.
that was sick.
Like flipping burgers.
Yo, that might be one of the craziest
Midori
throws I've
Fuji
ever
picks
seen in
up
my
his
life.
4th win in style.
That was
Hokuseiho
fucking
walked away
sick.
forgetting what he's supposed to do.
Yo, he just hip thrusted
Wonderful
and
stuff.
down.
That was a dynamic throw.
What?
Wow,
I need to
Midori
see a
Fuji
slow mo of
went
that.
inside
Wow,
with the right
what a
hand
throw.
and wasted no time whatsoever to pull the underarm throw. Shitatinage.
What a beast.
A thrusting attack.
Look at the
Interesting
size
from
difference.
Hokuseiho.
My
He
man,
jumps. A leg trip attempt.
damn.
That camera's
Someone
becoming
walked.
really annoying with people walking past.
Yeah, I
all
was
the
about to
time.
say that person walked in front
Zoom
of me.
in on the
Let's see
slow
it from
motion
this side.
replays. Quite often that's used to decide which person is in and which person is out, and all we see is the back of someone walking past the camera. And that's a
Damn.
magnificent throw.
Little man technique is strong. Gotta put some respect on
204
his name.
centimeters, no trouble whatsoever. I'm only 100 and what is he
What a
weighing? 116
throw.
kilos
It's fucking
to 185
hucked
kilos.
him down. Look at the size difference
Everyone
too.
likes to
Damn,
see
what a throw. What
Little
a
man beat a big man in
That was a
sports,
good one.
and it
good one, good one.
obvious there. There was plenty of joy in the house for
I'm getting
Midori Fuji. Wins
downvoted
by
on Reddit.
Shitatinage.
Am I?
Not a tournament he wants to
whatever.
embrace, but he'll embrace that win. Both men finishing with losing
It's still not the
records.
same. I don't think I am getting
He'll
downvoted. I think it's
tumble
not
quite a few
really
spots
getting it
to mid-May Nishida,
interaction anymore.
and Hokuseiho will probably
On mine
find
it
himself
just
in a
says
similar spot. May Nishida
5
89.
votes, 100. I think it's just not really getting
So Ross is
interaction.
out full of confidence. And
Yeah,
picking
5 votes, 100. I
lead the tournament.
refreshed.
with not such a bitter taste in my mouth.
I was
With
about
a
to say,
bad
damn, I'm just
losing
getting
record.
downvoted. Yeah, how dare you not know what that bug is? What the fuck? Now on mine it just says
So now
5
we look at the,
100. I'm assuming it's just not getting much
Bums okay
traction.
for the 1 to 80 in the top division.
It's because none of them know. That's how rare that
And,
bug
at
is.
position 1,
I may have to
Niski with
repost it at a
10-4
more
record.
active time because we kind of post it at like
Also
dead
Tobizaru.
hours.
So both men
I might have to post it when it's more active, like
will
tomorrow.
be Sonyaku bound. Depending what happens, there will be
And I
spots
could
available.
repost the link in the Discord for you guys.
If Hoshoryu does the right thing and wins
I
today.
might have to retry.
Not necessarily the tournament, but he gets
Take
12
2.
wins, beating Haku
Yeah, it looks
Oko.
like it's just not getting
And then gets to
traction
a
anymore.
playoff,
Let's see
perhaps.
where it is on the front page.
He will probably be an
It was
Ozeki
number 15.
next tournament.
It's now
That
down
means
to
there'll be a
17. Yeah, it's just not gaining traction.
Sekiwake spot
Edge.
available. Kotonowaka
You might have
at
to
10
try
and 4 will
again
probably
tomorrow when
take
it's
that.
more
Abu
active
drops out
during
of
the day.
Komusubi with a losing record. So Nishikigi and Tobizaru could be the Komusubi
We shall
in
find
the
out.
next tournament.
Yeah, on mine it just says 5
It
votes,
all depends
100.
what happens. They
It's
might
been
just
like that for a little
don't
while
worry
now.
about that too much. We'll definitely have 2 Ozeki.
Yeah,
We could
Hokuto
have
Fuji
3.
should be coming
Both
up
the
soonish.
current Ozeki will be Kadoban.
So,
Takakeisho, we hope, returns. Kirishima, a losing record, so he will be a Kadoban as well. And
Paris
there's
is probably the one
Nishiki.
downvoting me, bastard.
Similar shot from we had a couple of days ago when
It's probably
he
Parrots
was up there
downvoting me.
sharing the lead.
Fucked up Parrots.
Unfortunately, he no longer
Fucked up.
does. And he has that vital bout against Hokuto Fuji.
That's
He can spoil Hokuto Fuji's
Maybe
party
try this real quick.
and finish with 11 wins himself.
How dare you? I'm kidding. Parrots,
Or
I
a
know
loss
it's not you.
will give Hokuto Fuji a chance
You probably
to be in a
upvoted in
playoff
our
for
quest
the
to
Emperor's
find out
Cup.
what the bug is. You're part of the team.
Another
know
with
you wouldn't do
losing
that.
records, one not so bad, one not too good at all. Onosho 6 and 8, Mitakayumi
Oh, no.
2 and
Chill.
12.
Parrots hater. Yeah, he is. That's who
Between
downvoted
the two,
Deppy
heavily
and
favouring Mitakayumi
fucked
10
up.
to 5.
We're just trying to figure out what
The
bug
last
it
time
is.
they met,
Now we'll
Onosho was the
never
winner.
know.
They're both on losing streaks. Onosho's lost the last 3. Mitakayumi's lost the last 4. His only 2 wins came day 7 against Kirishima. and day 10 against Abe. Yeah, Onosho's pushing and thrusting has been good. He's troubled opponents. The last few days, not so much. Those knees are really troubling him.
If I don't get this in the next minute, I'm
If
just giving
Mitakeumi
it
can
up.
stop
It's
him
not,
at the touchy eye,
not worth the
stop
time
that attack,
investment.
Mitakeumi can move forward.
Okay.
Not a lot of lateral ability with
Abe got
the knees
figured
for
out.
Onosho.
He's
He
definitely
has to move
towards
forward
his
and control
ceiling.
the bout to win.
He's definitely kind of like Komosubi Maegashira 1, unless he goes to the lab and...
Fast away, Mitakeumi plows into Onosho. Who
I feel bad
bounces
for
back at Hazuoshi,
Mitakeumi.
then gets
Mitakeumu's
an
like so
outside grip.
bad.
The left hand loses it. Tries
I think
to
he
go
wins
Makukai.
this,
That's a
yeah.
mistake.
Onosho can't do anything on the belt.
Trying to go inside.
Also, Mitakeumi's dad
outside
passed
to
away
in,
right before
when
the
you're
tournament
taken
too, so I'm
backwards
sure
near the
that's
edge.
playing on his mind. I feel bad for the lad.
99% of the time finishes
I believe
in
in
a
the
loss.
Mitakeumi
and
bounce
it
back
then.
at some point.
So, not many.
When
but
Parrot
makes
said
win number
I was
3
getting downvoted,
for
I thought I was
Mitakeumi.
down to like 0 votes already. I was like, damn, they're just fucking berating me like that? That's
Most
fucked
of
up.
about 2 to 1 that he has
What did I do?
against.
But yeah, it
Onosho.
still says 5-100. I might have gotten like 1. But the way Parrots made it
Solid
sound, I thought I
position,
was
both
down to
men at
like
the moment, but here's
the
that
1
trying to
up
get
vote,
the
0 up
outside to win.
votes. I was like, damn,
Squeezing there.
they just
Win
hate
by
on
Yuri
me.
Kitty, Mitakeumi.
Alright, so
we
the
think
key to these is literally
for
just follow
Onosho,
the acorns, if I've learned anything from
Didn't like
this
the idea of a
follow
left
acorn.
hand outside grip because he's not a Mawashi man, and Mitakeumi
I'm pretty
can
sure
work
that's
the
the
Mawashi
key
better
to
than
all of
Onosho.
them.
But the timing of trying to go for the inside grip to get Motozashi did not pay off.
Oh, this run across.
So we hope he can shake off any injuries that he's got.
3 and 12, yeah, that was a bad
best
tourney for
sumo might be behind
Mitakeumi.
him.
It's gonna be interesting to see where he'll be
He
ranked
had a
next
winning
tournament.
tournament in the previous, but now big double-digit loss tournament, 3 and 12 for Mitakeumi.
Yeah, so keep
Onosho
following the
finishes at 6 and
5-12.
9. So he'll
I
probably
love
end
the
up around
fans
Maegashira 7
screwing
thereabouts. Onosho and Mitakeumi mid Maegashira.
It's like, ooh, piece of candy.
But he still has his fans all
Ooh,
around the
piece
country.
of candy.
He's from Nagano,
Ooh, piece of candy.
not Nagoya, but Nagano. Got a few people make their way here.
Naomi-san is saying is something interesting. He should take a look in the mirror and compare to when he's really good, because the elasticity of the body is completely different.
I mean, there is too much of it. Yeah, but he's always he's
elasticity
never been
of
known
the body.
one to train. That's the trouble, and that he's carried that with him his whole career. I mean, he's even had film crews come along and watch him run up hills with dragging tires to show that he trains hard. I think once the film crew left, no, and I'm very much, but he has been known to not
Very-
train hard enough. But when
Is
he went
this
on
where
that
the
run,
origin of the Ross
get to
hate
Ozeki?
comes from?
He was
Is
only Ozeki
Murray a
for 4
Ross
tournaments.
hater also?
He didn't spend a long time at the rank. Once he got there, he just couldn't handle the position. And
Murray's secretly a
fair to say, as
Mitakeumi
I said, I
hater
believe
also.
the best sumo is behind him.
Oh
Well,
no,
man,
Ross has
but-
gotten a Murray. Now even Murray's a Ross or Mitakeumi hater.
Here he comes.
Okuto Fuji.
I've never seen a man slap himself so much in preparation for a bout. And now he's doing it in the Hanamichi.
I love Mary Johnson. Cracks me up.
He will be nervous. I think Nishiki got nervous, and which did surprise me in the run-up to the late losses that he had. But Okuto Fuji, I think, will be nervous, even though he's fighting someone he's fought many times before, because of the result of
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
the
I gotta
outcome
go
of the bout.
this way.
Hokuto Fuji this morning said that this is a highlight of my career.
Oh, Okuto Fuji said it's the
Well, I
highlight
hope
of
the
my career.
highlights-
Okay.
More than this, I hope that winning it's the highlight of his career. I
True.
hope he doesn't mean fighting Nishiki. Potential chance to make it.
Oh, Murray with the good old bants.
There's Ura. always excites. Takes on Shodai.
Murray's
who
definitely got quite the charm to him.
often doesn't.
Also, kind of a dig at Nishikigi, eh? Whoa.
Both 6
Murray
and 8.
just dunking on
History favours the man on the
Nishikigi.
right.
Eh, whoa.
He's been trying to pull off Kataskashi about 3 days in a row against opponents. Can he do it to Shodai if that's the technique he's going to go with?
Just gotta use
Swinging with the
bombs.
elbows does help Uda against Shodai. Shodai pops the elbows a little wide and Uda goes deep and wins very easily.
Not a good tourney for Shodai either. I think
Picks up his
Shodai
7th.
got Akikoshi. Yep, Shodai 6 and 9.
Drops Shodai to 6 and 9.
Not so nice.
Magashita 4. Dominated
Alright,
start to finish.
Alright, we're getting some matchups coming up soon.
Don't have to
It's,
worry about
it's gonna
any
get
throwing
spicy real
techniques.
quick, chat. Tokudo Fuji is coming up here in a few matches.
寄り切って宇良の勝ち。
We know Uda comes in low, but Shodai seemed to stand up very straight in this bout. Left hand inside deep, right hand as well. Shodai,
Nice. Okay, we found
when
one.
he was floundering and losing his Ozeki rank, he was doing this all the time, every bout. But we haven't been seeing it this tournament. I mean, I know he's finished up with a losing record, but we haven't been seeing it every bout. With a top division that's chock full of former Ozeki. Uda dominates that one.
Don't want to have to use all my
So,
bomb
Well,
flowers.
losing record, he won't be happy with that, but at least he finishes strong, so he won't drop too
Sure.
far from Magashita 4. And Shodai won't drop too far from
Nice
Magashita
there.
2 either. We have one more bout to go before we see Nishikigi and Hokuto Fuji, but I can guarantee the camera will be on both of them for pretty much all of the Shikiri
Okay.
for the next bout.
I'll just have to use
In
my
other
bomb
words, the
flowers.
preparation
Fuck
for Koto Eko and Tobizaru won't get a lot of coverage.
it. It is what it is.
Apologise to the Koto Eko and Tobizaru fans, but
It actually
That will
doesn't
be
do that much.
pretty much guaranteed. Probably because Koto Eko and Tobizaru already have Kachikoshi.
Yeah, Flynn, right?
He needs to do what he does best. I know that sounds obvious. When he fought Haku Oho, he was not fighting his kind of sumo. His kind of sumo is to attack the opponent's face, the chin, rock them back with one hand, and place the other hand under the armpit to force them back. Now he's got a very solid lower body, Nishikigi, so he is hard to move. And
Instead
he
of
does
wasting all my
fight
bomb
well against
flowers.
Pusha Thrusters. But I think to go chest to chest, it would favour Nishikigi.
Ishikigi, even
And
though
the
despite
highlight of his
choking towards the
life
end there,
should be
had a good tourney.
Getting to the playoff and winning it. I hope that's what he meant.
Yeah, last
Ayo
chance.
Taki.
Because of his age. His only chance, maybe. He's been close in the past. 11-4 has been his best performance.
His bald spot.
Don't recall him getting 12 at
Can't
any
see it
time. I'm
right
just having
now.
a quick perusal over his history, and no. So 11-4 has been his best in the past. So he can
Diamond.
go one better and get himself into a playoff.
Bald just
Finally,
like
we
me.
get to have a look at these two, 2 and 6.
Yes.
The rivalry favouring Tobizaru.
I remember when that was the meme
400th
for a
top
long
division
time.
bout for the man on the left, Koto Eko. And for the first time in his career,
I remember when I wore
after
beanies
getting
all the
Kachikoshi
time.
yesterday, he's had
Old
3 in a
beanie
row.
Sav.
He's only been able to put 2 together in a row in the past in this career of top division performances. Koto Eko. He wants right hand inside. Tobizaru, leg trips, Oshizumo. He does like foot sweeps.
Alright, so we still got to
He's
do the top half
produced
of
a
this
few or a couple
maze,
against Koto
but
Eko in
it
the
shouldn't
past.
be too bad. Honestly, yeah.
Both men
The
with
key to
winning records.
doing these is literally just follow the pine cones, and it makes it look
Very
easy.
low, right hand inside by there's
Oh,
the
try to go for the
Takahashi
trip.
attempt by Tobizaru. Doesn't come off today, but he gets Kotoeko.
Kotoeko
who
damn
looks
near
to
just
run away
ran
and hide.
out. Yeah, what the? What was that?
Can I hide over here? That was literally extending your... I mean, I've seen people run down the Hanamichi because he got a whack in the eye for his trouble because momentum, but he seemed to pick up momentum.
Unlocked the door.
You don't see that every day. So
Yeah,
he
just
didn't
gotta
win with
go
the
up
foot
there.
sweep. He wins by a rear push out, pick up his 9th win. This was somewhat bizarre.
Alright.
Kotoeko escaped the foot sweep, and then he gets pushed out. Now he runs away. Pitter patter, pitter patter. Make sure he's not
Pitter-patter,
hurting
pitter-patter.
himself. That's the main reason, to make sure he's clearing cameras.
That's
and
understandable.
legs and
Yeah, you don't want to get injured, especially on the
diving
final
to the
day.
hardboard or the flexible hardboard. It's kind of very thick, bouncy
Okay, how am I gonna get up there?
masonite kind of board that they have there. So when they land on it, it has some flex.
Oh, let's see this.
So here's the first of the important bouts. They're all important, but some are more important than others. Nishikigi and Hokuto Fuji.
Oh, whoa, okay, here's a big one shot. Hokuto Fuji versus Nishikigi. This is actually massive. This is one of the co-leaders. Also, Phantom Ganon out the woodworks.
Nishikigi's lost his last 3. Hokuto Fuji lost yesterday.
So if Hokuto Fuji loses this, he's out of the tourney run. But if he wins this, he's gonna force a playoff between him and the winner of Hakuoho and Hoshoryu.
Calm will win the day here. The one that
So Hokuto
doesn't
Fuji
get
has
too
to win.
overexcited about
If he
this.
loses, his tourney run is over.
Possibility now.
But if he
Nishikigi-
wins, he forces a
There's no
playoff.
possibility for him. He's already picked up the Shikunsho prize because outstanding performance prize because he beat the
Phantom
Yokozuna.
Ganon is freaking out.
So there's no conditional prize award here. He's automatically won that.
Let me pop up here.
So he can also finish.
So we
with
need to get
11
to the
wins,
top
which
area.
is something
How
I'm
we
sure
get
he
up
wants
there?
to do.
I guess we're gonna find out.
But it
Yeah,
won't
this
get
is a
him
huge
into
matchup, Jet.
walking away with the
Hokuto
Empress Cup.
Fuji on the right, one of the
He's got
co-leaders,
too many losses.
fighting to force the playoff. He's got a 6-5 record against Nishikigi.
埼玉県所沢市出身八角部屋
Let's see what you got, Hokuto
Best
Fuji.
performance in the top
Can you make
division
Sen proud?
has been 11 and 4. This man
I could just fly right over to that. That's actually super clutch. Okay.
has done that a few
You know
times.
Sen's in a submarine somewhere watching.
He's in his
Now there's
40th
probably
top
no
division
way
tournament.
Sen's got
Nishikigi
service.
was in his
I just have the mental
31st.
image of Sen, 200 feet under the water, bunked in his bed, watching Hokuto Fuji.
So he's a pusher thruster.
Sen just down in the Atlantic,
placement
or watching
important figure.
sumo, watching for Hokuto
His opponent
Fuji.
Nishikigi started his career as a pusher
Nishikigi
thruster.
should just throw, to be honest. Nah.
And then about 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago, he
'Cause like I
started
said,
to work
part of me
more and
wants
more
the Hakuoho
And in the last
Hoshoryu
18
match to be
months,
the ultimate decider,
it's actually
but
got to the
like I
stage
said, I
where
can't be pressed if
It's
Hokuto Fuji
improved
wins.
and
though.
he's been an upper Magoshita
Alright,
performer.
let's see what you
in
got,
Georgia.
Hokuto Fuji.
And at Magoshita
So yeah,
1, he
Hokuto Fuji
takes on
loses.
a Magoshita
He
9.
is out of the tourney in terms of title race.
Who is a Komusubi, and he was
But if he wins, he forces
Once,
a playoff, and then it's
twice
up to Hakuoho
in
and
his
Bosch
career.
next.
slapping
Big
himself stupid,
slaps.
geeing himself up as he always does.
The bowl of Saitama.
Nishikigi completely the opposite.
I love the little
So
anime
calm and-
pose he does right there. Oh, it's so good.
And
I
Nishikigi
love me
probably
some
can't
Hokuto
see what he's
Fuji.
doing anyway
He seems
because
like a dope dude.
his eyesight is
I don't like him as much as Sen does, but
not
I
the
got some
greatest.
respect for the
He
boy.
has mentioned the opponents across the dojo are a bit of a blur.
Let's see what you got.
So let's
Hokuto.
see. Do we get a man going to a playoff? Or does it get
Alright.
down to
Nishikigi gonna
Hoshoryu
spoil, or
and
does
Hakuho
Hokuto
fighting it out for the
Fuji
Empress Cup?
force a playoff? Find out
Nishikigi,
right now.
10 and 4. Hokuto Fuji, 11 and 3, has to win. get a chance to take the Emperor's Cup here in Nagoya.
The last few fans screaming.
Even rivalry.
Alright, let's see.
The one-arm thrust by Hokuto Fuji gets in and under and wins.
Hokuto Fuji forces
We
a
go to the
playoff.
playoff. No,
Oh
what happens
shit.
In the bout with
Guaranteed
Hoshoryu.
playoff.
He got good placement under the armpit.
Okay.
Moved
Hokuto Fuji.
Nishiki backwards and then set it up for the pull down. A slap down, in fact, it may have been.
There you go.
Well,
Hokuto
thrust down from the
Fuji.
right.
Sin would be proud. Sin
So-
underneath the Atlantic popping off right
The
now
dream.
quietly because he can't wake up people. 10
It's not the
days.
impossible dream. It's
Okay. Now
something
it's
he's
on
probably
to
thought about
Haku Oho and
in his
Hoshoryu.
dreams
Feel bad,
and
one of
even
the lads
awake.
is
numerous times.
one of the lads has to
But
take
today-
the L.
He's got the first obstacle out of the way.
It's a little
That's
bit
beat
before we come to
Nishiki.
that match though. We got a few,
Who
like
was
3
really
matches
taken
before that
back
one.
and was floundering.
But it'll be here soon enough. Be here soon
So
enough.
there we go. The pull, the Hiki Otoshi.
His bald spot on his head. 12-3, good tourney though, good tourney.
12 wins.
Best
the
tourney
first time
ever
he's done
actually
that
in
the
terms
top
of
division.
record.
And now, the Yusho winner will have a 12-3 record.
Gravity
Who's
and
it gonna be?
velocity. Yeah, I got something for you.
That
Dolph,
means Nishiki,
I'll show you your
whilst picking up
gravity
the
and velocity, bitch.
Shukunto Prize, does finish with a 10-5 record. Disappointing finish for him, losing the last 4 bouts. But
I
big
can
news
never
for Hokuto Fuji.
lip down the
And I
Maya Shin
mentioned
Dolph
earlier in the
after
broadcast,
the
Here's
horrors.
Oyakata, Hakaku Oyakata, who's going to have his.
Can never live it down.
There's a ceremony for former Yokozuna
Shin
when they turn
It
60.
haunts me.
They have a special Dohyo Iri
Gives
and
me
that will be,
PTSD.
planned for early September. So his man
There's a boy
is in it,
Hakuoho.
and his potential opponent gives him a wry look going past. That could be him. He's got to get past Hoshoryu first. But the Japanese announcers and the guests were talking about they wouldn't want to fight Hoshoryu. They wouldn't want to fight either of them, but they wouldn't want to fight this guy as a rookie because you don't know what you're going to get. He's an extreme talent,
Okay.
and he could very well,
Well, it's good that I got
be in
that,
a
but now I
playoff
gotta figure a way to get it
with a man
out.
he's already beaten.
放送席
Let's go to the interview
放送席
room now. Nishiki picking up the
今場
special
所
prize.
3賞を獲得しました殊勲賞錦
So
木関
he
です
won the Shukun
Oh,
Award, outstanding
okay.
performance. It's your first time. Congratulations. Thank you.
取り組みのこうした直後ですみません
So I'm
まず
sorry that
初
it's
めて
right
の三賞
after your
いか
bout,
がです
but
か
this is your first special prize. How was it? Yes, I'm happy about
錦
that.
木関は何と言っても今場所は
And this
優勝争いの
basho,
先頭
you
に
were
立った
in
という15
the
日間でした
front
改め
line
て
of
どう振り返り
this
ますか
Yusha
Let me
race.
see if I can.
Can you look back on the basho? Well, the first half was good and the second half was terrible.
Okay, well
So
that. Okay.
at the end, I wanted to win. So it's unfortunate.
心理面でやはり終盤は
So
Maybe I just have the angle
psychologically,
wrong
were
down
there
here. That's why it's
some
not launching, man.
pressure or something in the second half? I don't know if that was it, but I know that in the
Okay, yeah.
last few bouts, my
About
head
to
was
say.
not
横綱に勝って
low
三関
enough.
脇にも勝ってさ
But you
やはり
won
新三
against
役
the
という
strong, powerful Yokozuna and others, and you might make it to the Shin Sanyaku next basho. Yeah, if I make the promotion, I want to really do
本当
well.
にお疲れ様でした
Well, thank you for
Hold on.
showing us great performance, Nishiki.
Yeah, I mean, he was, the new messiah in the first week. Beating everybody in
Jeez.
Sanyaku
Alright, let's go.
except Kotonowaka in the first 7 days.
I used
And
the bow and
unfortunately, as
arrow
you
that
mentioned,
shoots 3 bombs instead
yeah,
of
the-
1.
the hips
I was like,
were a
surely
little
it'll
high
create
in
a
the
large
last few
enough
days, and-
blast.
There as well.
Yes.
And there wasn't a lot
Jeez,
of
my
power
favorite.
from Hokuto Fuji. He just had better hand placement and got Nishiki off balance.
Maya
So-
Chin haunts me.
Yudan,
Can never live it
there
down.
he is taking on Kotonowaka. Kotonowaka, is this
Haunts me.
conditional as well? Yes, it is. For a Kantosho, the Komusubi at 10-4, taking on 10-4 Yudan. Even rivalry. They met 4 times. They won 2 each.
Also, we got 4 hours on the bot. Let's go.
Kotonowaka.
Should be close to 5 by the time Sumo's done.
Possibly
Because we got a guaranteed
Sekiwake
playoff.
next tournament. That depends. In low, Maimitsu grip, which he love, has Gyuden, but Kotonowaka Morozashi and
Easy.
picks up the Kantosho.
Totonowaka is going to
11th
be a
win.
force once he starts to figure out his technique a little bit more and
Drops
refines
Gyuden to
the
10 and
skills.
5. A Yorikiri win for Kotonowaka.
Totonowaka is going to be a scary boy to watch out for.
Gyuden got his favorite Maimitsu grip, but the Morozashi position for
ただいま
Kotonowaka
の前手は寄り切り
Also, he's fluffy.
was just better sumo,
Oh,
stronger.
fluffy boy.
Overpowered
4
Gyuden.
terminals. Okay. So 4 terminals.
Right
Hit him
hand
in the board
inside,
cube.
strong.
Gotta find the 4 hidden board cube terminals.
Left hand solid. Got a right hand
Oh,
outside
fluffy
with a
boy,
double inside grip
Kotonowaka.
for Kotonowaka.
Was it another one of the air
Not allowing
ones?
Gyuden.
Okay, word.
Much of a chance. As a result, he ended up breaking the grip that Gyuden had as he went back.
One in the
So
middle,
well done
2 on
him.
the sides, 1 in the back.
Special
Okay.
prize for Kotonowaka. That's the 4th Kanto show for him in his career.
Yeah. Can I actually get into the
So
top?
if you've only just
Okay.
joined us, and where have you been? We will have a playoff because Hokuto Fuji got his 12th win, and the other men that are in the Yusho race are fighting each other in a few bouts from now. Exciting finish to what's been an exciting tournament. It's had a bit of everything. Yokozuna out of the tournament. The Ozeki,
I'm gonna fly in through the
Takakeisho
top
not
over
starting
here
the tournament.
to get the 1.
Kirishima
Just to kind of
not
choose.
starting the tournament, but joining day 4, the new Ozeki.
Who do we got here? Asanoyama versus Oh, this should be a good one. Wakamoto Haru versus Asanoyama. It's nice to see Asanoyama came back.
Asanoyama is up on the dojo out for a few days.
If he
with
wins
that
this,
bicep
actually, he
injury
gets
and then came back,
Kachikoshi,
and now is in a
and
position
will
to
save
get,
his rank.
get Kachikoshi.
which is good, all things
And-
considered.
In the wings, Hoshoryu, the only Sekiwake with the chance of
So,
becoming
yeah,
an
if
Ozeki next
Asanoyama
tournament.
wins this, he
He
actually
has
gets a
to win his
promotion
bout.
despite pulling out for a few days, which is
To
pretty
end up with
impressive.
33 wins over the last 3 tournaments. That should guarantee him Ozeki promotion.
Which means a lot of people will probably be picking
If he
Asanoyama
wins
next
and
tourney
loses
as
the
well.
playoff, I don't think that will affect the result.
Surprise.
I know there are no Yokozuna competing and no Ozeki, a fit Ozeki.
I'm actually
But
so
he still
excited for
fought the
Hakuoho
Ozeki and
versus
beat him,
Osh.
so that may play a big part.
The battle of mine and
Either
Parrot's
way, I
boy
think the
versus
33
Geppy's
will be
boy.
enough, whether he wins the Emperor's Cup or not. But he has said to our colleague Hiro Morita that it's not about it being Ozeki. His main aim was to win the Emperor's Cup. That was his first goal.
Well, if he wins
Well achieved.
Emperor's Cup, he's going to be
Double.
Ozeki.
Result here.
But he
This
could
tournament
get
over the last
Ozeki
20
and not
years
get
has
Emperor's
favoured
Cup.
Mongolians because they've dominated sumo over the last 20 years, or first-timers.
Our boy Hakuoho.
We've had
Hair so short he can't
only
even put
2
in the top
Japanese
knot.
Rikishi win in the last 20 years in Nagoya, the Yusho. Mitakeyumi and Kaio. First-timers have good history.
Alright, so we'll drop in through the top, and she's the one. It says there's
Ichinojo
one
won
in
his
the
first
middle.
Yusho last year, but of course Mongolian. Mitoizumi won here. Sekiwake
So I kind of want to see what this is on the back. Is this a... Oh, it's a
last
chest.
3
Okay.
tournaments.
Grab this.
It's gone. With a chance of picking up
There's our boy
the
Hosh.
promotion. He needed 12 going into this tournament.
Hoshoryu.
The man with the strongest numbers was Daisho. He only needed 11, but unfortunately, his performances, like Wakamoto Haru, have lagged in the last few days.
Yeah, I'm not doing that right now. I can get that another time.
Wide shot of the big crowd in attendance.
The Kuroks are the
The
least of my
ICP Federal
concern.
Gymnasium. In 2 years' time, sumo won't be held here. It will be held at the new International Centre, which they're telling us will hold 17,000 people. Now, I'm not sure if that's in the sumo seating arrangement, but certainly about double what's currently available here. And the air condition, they tell me, is supposed to be strong.
Okay, so this should be our first one.
Be a lot cooler in there. Always very hot.
So yeah,
at the
Sanoyama
Aichi
versus
Prefectural Gymnasium.
Wakamoto Haru.
Asanoyama,
match.
Wakamoto Haru meeting for the first time. And Asanoyama is going for Kachikoshi at Magashita 4. He did pull out of the
Alright, so
tournament
2 on the sides, 1 on the back.
a few days. But he thought, well, I want to get my 8. So he came back where it was numerically possible. And he takes on Wakamoto Haru, who pulled that weird henka yesterday.
Yeah, I'm
against
surprised he
Hoshoryu
tried a
and lost.
Hanko versus Hosh. That was kind of
Asanoyama's won his last 3 in a row,
interesting.
returning from that injury. And he takes on a man who wants left hand inside. And he gets the left hand inside, but then he denies him. So he moves forward
Damn,
well.
Asa's
Asanoyama
strong.
to win and gets Kachikoshi.
Alright, well he gets a promotion, despite him missing a few
Excellent
days.
blocking by Asanoyama. And who do you think they follow? 9-6 tournament for Wakamoto Haru. So the quest for Ozeki will start all over again for him.
Well, that sucks for Wakamoto Haru. It'd be like that sometimes, though.
He'd need
Oh, it's blood.
14 in the next tournament. Asanoyama with an 8-4-3 record with those absences, but the 8 is the one that
Skip,
counts.
skip, 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 skip.
Wins by Yorikiri. He got his grip, favorite grip inside, but
Yeah,
then
Sanoyama's
the
strong.
former Ozeki countered and went Makikai to regain the inside position with his right hand. There's the left inside Wakamoto Haru. But Asanoyama does it at the right place, the right part of the dohyo, not going backwards near the edge. So a disappointing finish to the tournament for Wakamoto Haru. But
Yeah.
Asanoyama
Still keeps
does
his
get
rank, though.
Kachikoshi here on Senchuraku.
Still
In
keeps
a
his rank.
first time meeting between those two, and there'll be
Alright, so
plenty of
2
meetings
more.
in the future.
It's nice to see a Sanoyama back in the top division after.
So not
His
going to get much of a
suspension.
boost. Asanoyama, he'll probably find himself at Magashita 3-2 at the best.
Yeah, he's gonna get picked a lot again.
Wakamoto Haru
in Kashi Clash.
will remain as a Sekiwake. We currently have 3 Sekiwake. How many will we have next tournament?
I'm actually kind of flying through
Kotonowaka
this
with his
maze compared to
strong
the other ones.
11-4 record will be heading to that
Kind of
rank.
zooming. No, I
Nishiki
won't.
will go from Magashita 1 to
I felt like the other ones took me a bit longer. The first one
Probably
definitely took me
Komusubi,
the longest, but I
along
feel
with
like I kind
Tobizaru.
of understand the
So it's really what happens with
tricks of them
Hoshoryu.
now.
The Koryori Sanyaku, this is a
'Cause they're all kinda
tradition on the
similar.
final day. All these men will be in the final 3 bouts of the day.
Uh,
And they have the
who's that
swing.
dude chanting? Oh, alright, final 3 bouts of the tourney chat. Final 3
Prizes
bouts.
awarded the last 3 days. It used to be the total package, the bow as well, but of course that's
The one
why
dude
we have
screaming
the
Daisha.
Yumi Torishiki, the bow twirling
Yeah, we
ceremony
kind
to
of
end
fly
the
through
thing, so
these
the bow
myths
is no longer
compared to
given
the
out.
other ones. I love hearing the fans screaming. Love it, love it, love it.
The young gun,
Alright, well, that was a quick move.
flying start to his
Now we
career.
just gotta get to the top.
Fastest to make it to the
Which
top
I'm
division,
pretty sure
equaling
I'll
that with
probably
Endo.
just
But he's
do what I did
a
at
lot
Cheats.
better than Endo
Unless this takes me to the top.
at this stage.
No, this takes me to the top. Okay,
Just have to wait.
never mind.
Can't do much more. We have Takanosho and Daisho to see first.
Oh wait, I forgot I gotta do the boss fight at the bottom. Forget about that. No worries. Final 3 bouts. There's our 2
You can imagine
Co-leaders
the coaching
fighting
that's
for the
been-
next
the
playoff
advice
spot.
that's been handed to Haku Oho by Hakuho, because he's fought Hoshoryu many times, And he also knows what it takes to win a Yusho. Can 109 years be a distant memory?
109 years.
I wasn't even around then, but
They're talking about in
109 years
reference to
ago,
Hakuoho.
the only time that a rookie has won the Yusho. Last time.
Only time was 109 years ago. Fieri, good to
It's
see
all
you.
very
Oh, Fieri.
different back then. There were 10-day tournaments.
Fieri, you came in just a good time because we got the final 3 matches of
Different
sumo.
times, but this would mean
I know, Fieri.
amazing feat in sumo.
Welcome in, Fieri.
It's not achieved yet.
You woke up at 3 a.m. Did you see the T-shirt? Do I gotta show it
The other
again?
great story is Hoshoryu. Can he win his first Yusho?
I was like, I
and
wear
get
Fieri's
promoted to
T-shirt.
Ozeki?
She doesn't show up. The one
both
one
on the
stream
line.
I wear Fieri's T-shirt and she doesn't show up, Saj.
He can beat
I had a feeling you might show
Hakuoho.
up though,
and still
especially with how
lose
late
the
I'm gonna be
playoff,
streaming.
but the promotion would
I
be
know. I wonder
guaranteed.
where I got it from. I mean, whoever it is, pretty cool. I guess they're all right.
That means we would have 3
but
Ozeki
yeah, I
and
got the
3
shirt on.
Sekiwake, with
I guess I got-
Kotonowaka being promoted.
I got the shirt on. Also good to see you, Fieri. Hope you're doing well. We're just watching
2 of those
sumo. We got
Ozeki
the
at
final 3
Harabani in the next
matches.
tournament.
So
Kirishima and Takakeisho. Kirishima with a losing record here, and Takakeisho also.
do I have to
with-
like grab that
not
in time? Is
participating.
that the gimmick to that? Whatever. Guess I can
Kirishima's
go back up and
injuries,
try it.
obviously with him still fighting in this tournament. There's an
There's
interested
just a
onlooker.
few people still up. Dolph's still up, Guppy's still up,
He was
but
pretty
it's a
chuffed
little quiet. It
when
was
his
kind of a
boy won
quieter
yesterday.
night. Tiger went to sleep pretty early too. Tiger was only here for like 5-10 minutes. And
His
then he
Shisho,
dipped
his
out.
Oyakata,
It's been a
Miyagi.
quieter night. I'm sure there's some other people lurking
45
as well.
tournament
Parrots is
winner
still up. Let's go
himself.
Parrots. Yes. Parrots is still up.
They
Parrots
say
not gonna
never say
sleep when
never,
his
but I
boy
can't imagine
Hakuoho,
anyone breaking that
co-founder
record.
of the Hakuo fan club, Parrots. There's no way he's gonna go
Takanosho,
sleep.
Daisho. Takanosho going for Kachikoshi. They've met
Parrots
14
probably is tired,
times,
but he
7
can't
wins
miss
each.
this match. He can't miss the opportunity of his boy.
The 2-arm thrust by Daisho.
Oh
He goes
no,
down.
Daisho.
The footwork has been poor the last few days.
Yeah,
for
Daisho's
Daisho.
looked rough lately. Not at all, yeah.
He won yesterday, but
I want to
I
go
would
back
say
to
it
bed,
wasn't
but my
ideal
insomnia is
footwork
letting
either.
me. Well, it's almost already morning for you too. Sunrise is in the next.
so it is a
Couple
Kachikoshi
hours.
for Takanosho,
You gotta go get some
who
sleep though.
lost
Go
the
get some
first
sleep.
5 days in a row.
I'll stay up for Sal.
I was thinking,
Another brilliant idea. There might still
after
be a
day
Sal
5
stream.
when I was
There
on,
is.
wow, he's in for a terrible tournament.
Obviously, sure.
And he
Still
ends
still
up with
streaming
an
for a
8-7
little bit.
record. That's a big get for
Nice.
Takanosho. Unfortunately, 9-6 for
Yeah, you know, it's
Daisho.
final night of sumo, so you know I gotta do final night of
Both
sumo.
Wakamoto Haru and
Also,
Daisho
Fury, you
finishing
missed
9
the
and 6.
Yosemite stuff, but I can
So back to the
message
drawing
it
board
you
for their
if
quest for promotion.
you want me to.
or to
tomorrow.
gain promotion to Ozeki.
No, probably post it in the Discord as well, but I know you don't get on the
2
Discord as much,
very
so I can
strong
message them for
tournaments
you
in
if
a
you
row
want.
together.
'Cause I know you missed the Yosemite stuff.
You're talking 12s and 12s, even up to 13 both times.
Also,
that's
did
a
we
huge
get any
ask
more
for both.
traction on our Beetle? Probably not.
It's
I might have to
time.
repost the Beetle lads at a different time.
I'll show you.
Yeah, I might have to repost
And a new kid
Beetle.
on the block.
Alright, here it is, chat. Hold on, actually, let me
I'll
pause
show
real
you.
quick, because this is huge match.
Oh,
Actually,
it's a
Fury,
kid
you gotta
himself.
stay for this. Huge match right here. Let me make this big. Got Hakuoho
24 years of
versus
age.
Hoshoryu.
Hakuoho, 19.
Both co-leaders. Whoever wins this match goes into a playoff with Hokuto Fuji. Whoever loses this match.
Hakuoho has been saying
out of the
you know,
run.
He doesn't say he wants to do his style of sumo.
Chat, who you
He
rooting
always
for?
says, I will prepare
Hakuoho or
against the next
Hoshoryu?
opponent.
Who you going for?
Yeah,
Hakuoho
well,
or
I've
Hoshoryu?
always believed that I like the guy that
My
can
heart
do the
says
other guys similar.
Hakuoho, my head says Hoshoryu.
That's why some of the
Also,
greats,
Hakuoho
included
is only
Hakuoho,
19 years old. First tourney in the
adjusted
top
who they were fighting
division.
against.
4 tourneys
And
ever.
this man can do that, but he still makes mistakes.
Who you going for, chat? The prince who was promised
been good this
Hakuoho. Let's
tournament.
go Paris, let's go
Don't
Doll.
get me wrong,
Doll,
he's
Doll.
been very good.
Guppy might be the lone Hosh
But he
supporter
occasionally
here,
gets it
which is
wrong. He
kind
has
of
a-
crazy because Hosh is a big
Either he
fan
doesn't come
favorite,
in with a
but
game plan,
it's
or
the
he
golden
tries something
child.
unusual.
the
that's
prodigy.
Totally difficult to pull off.
Hakuoho.
And I think he's got to be bread and butter sumo.
My heart
here.
says
Blue collar
Hakuoho.
stuff.
My head says the guy on the left's
Just
gonna win.
take
The guy on the left
Hakuoho
is
on
Hoshoryu, I'm pretty sure.
chest to chest.
Oh no, here he says
And
Hosh.
find
Oh
your
no.
best Yotsuzumo.
That's Guppy's boy. Lee Parrots and Dolph are going for the rookie, the youngster, the 19-year-old.
You can guarantee that Hakuoho will come straight
Also,
forward.
Guppy, if Hosh
He's
does
not a
win
pusher
this,
thruster.
he's
He will
guaranteed
use it to try and
Ozeki,
break
even
a
if he
grip
loses the
in certain
playoff against
situations.
Hokuto Fuji. He is smaller than the guy on the right, so I have my reservations.
Who
Yeah,
gets their
Hakuoho,
favourite
he's a
grip too?
stocky boy. He's a
Hoshoryu
stocky
likes
boy.
right hand
He is the
inside.
younger one though.
Hakuoho likes left hand inside.
Yeah, so
the
Guppy,
speed of
if
the touch-out and
Hosh
hand
does
placement
win this,
is
he
gonna be
does get
crucial.
Ozeki.
Hoshoryu is capable of
Even if he
anything.
doesn't win the title.
He,
But
desperate
winning the
times,
title sets him up for Yokozuna.
he is capable of shifting to the side of the
So it's still major.
Personally,
So
I
getting the
hope it
Ozeki
doesn't
is
happen. I like
nice.
to see
But getting
front on
Ozeki and
sumo,
setting
it
up
is-
the
there's nothing
Yokozuna
illegal
run,
about it. It just
that's chef's
not
kiss.
adored by all.
What time did Tiger get off? Tiger was only here for like the first 10,
So many
15
people have
minutes
been
of stream,
asked
it felt like.
throughout today.
He was here
around
for a
the
little bit
dojo
before
and
stream and
on air
then
about
probably during stream,
they think
probably
could win
about
this
10,
battle.
15 minutes.
Nicky, you've been
probably
listening to
like
all their comments, and
9,
they
15
tend
my
to be a
time.
little sitting on the fence.
Also, I told him
about
to give me his
non-committal.
Venmo or / PayPal.
They are saying
And I told him if he
cannot
doesn't, I'm gonna
afford
pay
the
you, so he's been
embarrassment
warned.
of losing against a
I gave him
newcomer.
a fair warning
So there's
about
that embarrassment factor
getting his
they're
payment.
talking about.
So
That
we'll
is
see how
very
that
much the
goes.
word in Japanese. We would tend to say disappointment in English,
Alright,
but
huge
embarrassment
match
is a
right
big
here.
issue. I heard Ross use that word yesterday. that you don't
Hakuoho
want
on
to
the
be
right, the
embarrassed about
youngster,
losing, and that's
the
quite
rookie to the
correct
top
the way it's
division
used in
against Hosh,
Japanese.
the stare down. I think this is going to be the first matchup of a long storied rivalry.
We haven't seen
Let's make
much
this a
of that
little larger,
in
fuck
sumo
it.
for quite a while. A stare down in the eye.
And then whoever wins this will go into a
Well, they
playoff
haven't
with
met,
Hokuto
so
Fuji
it's
here
all
in a
new
bit.
for both of them. They've watched each other on the dojo.
Yeah, I gave Tiger a fair warning, Pierre.
I'm leading to this guy. I think Hoshoryu is vulnerable to mistake, but
Oh,
Hakuoho is brand new. But he's very good.
Murray, I think, said he's going Hakuoho. How big is
To
sumo
reach
in
the
Japan?
playoff.
It's the national
Sekiwake
sport.
Hoshoryu.
I wouldn't say
or
it's the most
Maegashira
popular sport,
17.
though. Most popular
Makuchiri.
sport's probably
We've had
baseball.
two Makujibi in the last couple
It is
of
the
years.
national sport, though. It's probably the
One of them
second
was
most
Terumo
popular
Fuji,
sport
and the other
behind
one was
baseball.
Tokushoryu,
Japan
who's now, I
loves
think,
baseball.
buried in Makushita somewhere.
Yeah, it's the national sport. Probably the second most popular sport
First time
behind
winners
baseball.
of the three men capable
Oh, dude,
of
I'm
taking
actually
the
so
Emperor's
excited
Cup.
for this. This is gonna be
right now.
sick. Oh lordy.
They're all first time winners.
Pinka.
Or will be.
Where?
No, I hope.
Yeah, well,
I hope
I
neither
mean,
one of them
this guy
guys
would
had the
scare
honestly
most
said
people
this.
normally.
Alright, alright. Watch Guppy's passed out. Fell asleep right before. No, Guppy's
Nerves.
there. There's no way Guppy's not there. Guppy's
You would
lurking.
think Hakuoho,
He's
who
nervous.
seems to be very
He's
positive young
nervous for
man.
his boy Hosh. He wants to
has
see
his
Hosh
game
win
face
the Ozeki. He wants to see Hosh
off the dojo.
win.
They're different
Get
people,
the title.
but on the dojo,
They
it's all
both MK
business.
each other. That would be fucking terrible.
And this is for the Emperor's Cup.
Guy
Chance
on
to
the
take it.
right might actually win. That is
The
Hakuoho.
winner
That's who
gets to
me,
play
Dolph,
off
and Parrots
to
are rooting
take
for.
on
That's the rookie, the
Hokuto
19-year-old.
Fuji,
Hosh is 24.
and maybe some bragging rights.
Double and the Hoshoryu scowl. That's Hakuoho. Also, Fieri, his stable master / trainer,
Who do you
is the
favor?
greatest
Let's see.
Rikishi of all time.
As I said, I think
But that's who he's
Hakuoho
named after, actually.
could
His stable
upset here.
master, Hakuo, is the greatest of
I
all
want to see
time.
some straight-on sumo.
So,
Hoshoryu
alright,
right
alright, let's
inside.
see what we got. Let's see what
Hakuoho
we got.
prefers left
Come on,
hand inside.
Hakuoho.
They both got throwing
My heart
technique
says
ability.
Hakuoho, my head says Hosh.
Hakuoho looks very strong, and he's 20 kilos heavier than Hoshoryu.
Come on.
Straight on sumo, left hand inside now for Hakuoho.
Oh, no, I touched.
Ah.
Like I said, my heart says
Beautiful
Hakuoho.
pivot.
Hosh, though.
Stuck in
Can't be
Nage
mad, can't be mad.
by Hoshoryu.
Hosh is a beast. Hakuoho.
Thanks for coming.
Honestly, a
says
great run
Hoshoryu.
for first turn. The fact that he brought it to the last is crazy.
The rookie.
Hosh.
Well, it's still 109 years ago
But
that a first-timer wins
That's
for Yusho.
not the title. Hosh guaranteed
that was
Ozeki though with
perfect
that one.
timing.
Hosh guaranteed Ozeki though with that. So let me shrink it for a little bit. I feel bad for
It all happened
Hakuoho.
so quickly. I think I called Statenage, but definitely
You're
on the
19
outside
kid
grip.
though. You'll have plenty of turnies, plenty of time.
Both have the stare. Both have the look.
You're gonna get some strength, get some weight, get some power,
Right
get
hand
some
outside. Wastes no
comeback.
time. Pulls it straight away. When he saw the feet were a little further
That was
back.
right at first. You were. Yeah, he
The
lost.
feet are far apart.
Yeah,
he
he
tried to get himself
touched.
set, but he was set well back. Hakuoho, feet wide apart, and that's what he keeps an eye
Yeah.
on. Brilliant watching by Hoshoryu.
But that's not the tourney though. Because
So that's
now
12
Hosh will
wins.
have to go against
We could be
Hokuto
looking
Fuji
at
in
a
a
new
playoff
Ozeki
though.
in the next tournament, and we very well will
Hosh
see
is
this
definitely
man
going to get Ozeki for sure.
after the last bout
The rookie's still got some
in
learning. He
regulation,
does, he
because
does.
he'll
He'll
be
come
meeting
back.
Hokuto Fuji
He'll come back stronger and better than ever.
in a playoff for the Emperor's Cup.
Yeah, we got one more match and then we will have our tourney deciding playoff. One more match and then tourney
He
deciding
would be
playoff.
absolutely shattered
Also,
and
Fury,
disappointed,
I'm glad to have you here for this.
but I'm pretty sure
It's
that's
exciting
not going to be the
times.
first time we see him
I was hoping
in terms of the Yusho
Hakuoho would
potentially
take that
winning
back.
Yusho. Haku,
It is what it
Awful.
is.
11-4 tournament.
Good tourney though,
Hoshoryu,
11 and 4.
12-3 tournament. Bound for a playoff.
Hakuo
for the
sad.
Emperor's Cup
He's young
against
and I know.
Hokuto Fuji
He'll come back though.
Both
He'll
men
bounce back.
looking
He'll
for
get
their
bigger,
first win.
stronger.
of the Emperor's Cup. Will it be the
That'd
man
be
from Katsunami Beya?
It's
Or the
like
man
this
from
room.
Kaku Beya?
Should be good enough. Yeah.
After the final bout,
Wait,
they
I
will
forgot. I'm
go
gonna
back to their
need,
dressing room, allowed to towel down and redo
Yeah,
the
that
top
works.
knot,
Actually, that did a decent amount of damage.
and
Holy
then
shit.
come out for the playoff.
I need this.
Be interested to hear some comments from Haku Oho when he gets back to the interview area.
11 and 4 though for
He
your
does,
first
of
tourney in the
course.
top division.
He will be interviewed, so
Nothing to scoff at.
he's
Honestly,
a dual
really
prize
good.
winner
The fact that if he would have won, it would have been
for
crazy.
his
First time
outstanding
in
performance
109
in this tournament,
years
winning the
to get
technique prize
context.
and the Kantosho.
Just drank some nice 4 a.m. water and popped another melatonin gun on me. Sounds good. Yeah, if you fall asleep, no worries. Glad you at least just got to see a t-shirt though. So I was like, damn, I'll wear the t-shirt and then Fury's not even gonna show up, Sedge. But
The timing was
I had a feeling
exquisite
you might,
here.
and you did.
I mean, he just knew the feet placement of Haku Oho.
But like I said, I'll
Where
have
they
to
were.
send you the Yosemite
He
pictures. I'll
quickly
send those
jumped left
tomorrow.
to try and get a
I have not worn it
different
out and
position.
about yet,
As he
no.
did, he moved his
But
waist,
I plan to at some point,
and
yes.
straight away you could see Hoshoryu taking.
Like I said, I'll send you the Yosemite
perfect
stuff. I'll
notice of
text
that,
you tomorrow at some
realizing
point.
that
So
he
you might
wouldn't
get
be
a lot
fully
of
set,
SAV spam tomorrow
and the feet too
My
far
apologies
apart,
ahead of
so
time,
he pulls the
Fury.
throw.
about the SAV spam.
And that's not eyes in the back of your feet. That's just talent. That's watching your opponent's movements and pulling the necessary throw or push or
Oh, did he get
whatever
hit?
it
Oh,
may
he
be
did.
to
Oh,
win.
shit.
So
That guy got
not
him.
only credit to Hoshoryu for winning, but the way he won.
Nice.
And of course
He did
picked
make
up
it look
the
clean.
Sancho
Hosh,
prize as
Hosh,
well.
he's a beast. I think Hosh will be probably the next Yokozuna if I did have to take a
We were
guess
saying
at current
earlier
Rikishi.
on, the producer was saying to me, bit strict on Hoshoryu. He has
Hosh
to
probably
win
is
to
going to
get
be
the
the next
prize.
Yokozuna at some
Well,
point if I had
he
to
is
take a guess.
a Sekiwake, and
That was a guessing, man.
if he didn't win, he doesn't get the promotion. There's all sorts of ifs, buts, and maybes, but that was a condition. He had to win the bout to get the Kantosho, and he does. That is his third Kantosho
Whoosh.
prize.
Oh,
So one
melatonin
bout to come in
guns.
regulation. Abi and Kirishima. Abi with a losing record, and also Kirishima.
Guppy was excited. You gotta fell asleep.
Basically
He
6
made a
and 8,
mention
Abi
earlier.
at
He's
5
like,
and
Fieri's
9.
probably gonna actually get in sleep right now. Let's go. So it's like the trade-off. We don't get Fieri, but Fieri's getting a good night of sleep. So you gotta look at the positives.
The history for
And we
our,
love to see Fieri thriving and girl
NHK World
bossing,
viewers on the screen. He does
even if
favour
it means she's not in
Kirishima
stream. We want what's
overall,
best for Fieri.
But the last time they met,
We're willing to take
Abi was
Fieri
the winner.
not being in stream sometimes if it's for the overall good. Girl bossing by going to bed before 9. Yes, exactly. Alright, so this is the last regular match of sumo, and then we go to the
Joyce
playoff.
Rider men here. It's
the
just
tourney
fighting for
decider.
pride and falling too
Kirishima
far
versus
from
Abi.
winning record, but it will be a losing record.
Oh shit,
for
I got
both.
the ear. Wait, do I got the full gear? No?
There's the two arm
Spirit.
thrust as usual from Abi,
I
but
think I
normally
do.
they're getting to the side of him, but not today. He'll win.
Abi.
Oshidashi.
Wait,
Yomikiri,
Abi
he gets
won?
the push
Oh,
at the
shit.
edge, but
Okay.
against the Mawashi.
So I got the full
So
gear now.
Yozeki dropping 3 in a row.
Set bonus, disguise, bone weapon
Basically
proficiency.
finishes with
Oh,
a
shit.
6 and 9 record.
I got the full set now, chat. I am Ganon.
Well, he bounced
Set
back
bonus, disguise, bone
After
weapon proficiency. Do I even
a
have bone
couple of
weapons?
losses, the Ozeki, and won 4 in a row, but 3 losses in a row. Good hand placement by Abi. Looked to be in trouble there, but he followed straight up.
Could
Kept the
be
pressure
sleeping
on.
until
Kept
noon
him tight.
LMFAO. Do you got any
Kirishima
plans
goes
today, or
straight back,
are
got a
you
poke in
allowed
the
to
eye,
sleep
but,
until that point? You deserve it, Fieri.
He's
You've earned
trouble.
it.
So basically finishes
Birthday
6 and
Fieri.
9.
Alright,
Yes,
let's
you
go
probably
back
want to get out of the way.
to Lookout Landing.
You don't want to get through an upbeat Abi
Alright, so
on the way out.
we got a little break,
So he
and
finishes with a
then
losing
it will
tournament,
be the
and will drop out
playoff.
of Sanyaku
And the tourney
that'll
decider.
a
Hokuto
spot available
Fuji versus Hosh.
for Tobizaru.
Did Guppy actually fall asleep? I
And
think Guppy
also
might have fell
moving
asleep
up there
because he
will
didn't
be
react at all to
Nishiki.
the Hosh win. I
And
think Guppy might
I
actually have
expect
fell asleep. What was his
Kotonowaka will
last
be promoted
message?
to
He hasn't said anything in a
Sekiwake,
while.
with
Ishiki should just
Hoshoryu
throw,
being
to be
promoted to
honest.
Ozeki.
Yeah, I think Guppy might be
So we
asleep.
very well
I
could
felt
have
like he would have
3
reacted to the
Ozeki,
Hosh one.
3 Sekiwake, and 2 Komusubi on the Banzuke in September. The Banzuke comes out August 28th.
Okay. Let me see what
And there are
other
all sorts of,
shrines are on
Conditions about who
So, yeah,
drops
we got
out of
the
the top
playoff
division,
coming
who
up,
comes
chat.
up from Juryo, and the same for Makusta into Juryo, and who comes out of Juryo back to Makusta. There'll be a lot of work put into those
Yes,
demotions and
there's-
promotions. There's Yuki from Michinoku Bay doing the bow twirling ceremony. This tournament picked up midway because Fuji
here.
had to pull out with injury. So for a first timer, I saw him on his first day. He was a bit raw, but he certainly has even improved in the days that he's been up there on the
Here.
dohyo. So it's Kiteisen.
There's like one.
This is the results from today.
Here.
Daisho,
these will be
winner
the
of the
next
Juryo
three
Man
we go
Roga.
for.
Takada Fuji picking up a win
We
over
work our way
Tsurugi Sho.
around the shrines.
Shononumi got the special prize and also beat Myogiru. Endo went to
Yeah,
10
if you
and
got no
5, beating
special
Ishiki
plans
Fuji.
tomorrow, Fieri,
Shadonumi
enjoy your
goes down to
sleeping.
Aoyama. Gonoyama picked up
Rest
Sancho
up.
prize as well, beating Tamawashi. Takayasu got his 7th win, beating Chiyoshima. Oho defeats Bushozan. Kotoshoho got
Also,
a Sencho
Fieri, did
win
you
with
send
Inodumi pulling
Tiger
out.
that meme I sent you
And,
earlier about the
Meisei got
CEO
Tachikoshi
breadwinner
beating Kimbozan. Second half,
wife and
Midori Fuji
Tiger
was
showing
brilliant
his
against
toys?
Hokuseiho. Unfortunately, losing tournament for both.
Have
Takayumi
not.
beat
Okay,
Onosho.
no worries if you did.
Gura beat Shodai.
You don't have to.
Tobizaru
I'm
got
just
his
curious.
9th win over Kotoeko.
Also, I still can't tell if you were
Fuji went
genuinely
12 and
laughing or
3, beating
sarcastic
Nishiki.
based off your
He's in the
first
playoff.
text.
Kotonowaka
I
beat
was like, I
Yuden.
can't tell if I
Asanoyama beat
annoyed her or
Wakamoto
actually
Haru.
made her happy.
Daisho going down to Takanosho.
I was like-
Hoshoryu a big win over Haku Oho and Abi.
He went
beat
home for the weekend.
Kirishima.
Was hanging with family and
The
some
results
friends.
here on
Okay, so he is
Senchiraku.
probably tired.
The final day of the Nagoya
He probably
tournament.
just, that's probably why he went to
But
bed
it's
so
not
early.
done
He
yet.
probably just wanted to stop by to say hello and then head on out. Understandable.
I mentioned some of the first-time winners in, or Hidamaka
But yeah, he
winners
didn't stop by long.
in
He was
Nagoya
only
in
here
the
for like
past.
10-15 minutes. Also, yeah, I hope you
And
enjoyed
we've
that
had,
meme. But like I said, I
Ichinojo
couldn't
last
tell
year.
by the first
Ito
text. I was
Izumi.
like,
Koto Fuji Kongo
Yes,
Kamiyama
we'll see.
and Fujinishiki, going way back to 1964.
Oh, you did? Okay. That's just because you had the lower and
So,
uppercase text all
Hidemaku being rank
differentiated.
and,
So I was like,
filer, so
is she mocking me?
of course Hokuto Fuji
Okay,
fits
this
that bill,
should be one.
not Hoshoryu. He could be looking at the trend of the dominance by Mongolians. A Mongolian winning his first Yusho last year in Nagoya, Ichinojo, and it could be another one here
Should be.
with Hoshoryu if he can beat Hokuto Fuji.
North of the road, yeah.
So the maximum number of Sancho prizes were awarded in this tournament. Hokuto Fuji taking care of Nishiki in regulation and takes him to the playoff.
This probably is.
And this is unbelievable, Sumo. The wide stance of Hakuoho and the pulling maneuver,
Yeah.
or the overarm throw maneuver by Hoshoryu.
That was honestly a really good win against Hakuoho by Hosh.
I think that should have been an opportunity to use one of Raja's overused expression, put dirt on him. He put a lot of dirt on him there.
You did put some dirt on him.
Yes, if you look at the last 20 years, I was having a look at that earlier on in the tournament here in Nagoya about the dominance of Mongolians as they've been dominating sumo for 20 years.
I cannot see shit.
And in the Hakuho winning here 8 times. But Japanese Rixi only winning it twice. Takayumi in 2018. And let's go back and have a look at some history between these two.
Oh.
Go down to Hokuto Fuji in regulation on day 12.
It's dark as hell in here.
And that was rare
Also, this is a
because
big ass cave.
prior to that, Hokuto Fuji had won, pardon me, Hoshoryu had won 10. So it's a case of what they go with, what they can do best. And
Oh, here's a shrine. Okay, this
Hokuto
is
Fuji is very good at keeping the opponent away from him from the tachiai. But if he allows Hoshoryu to get to the Mawashi, well, that's a different story.
Hoshoryu. So yeah, we got the playoff coming up. So tourney deciding match coming up, chat. Who do you think wins it? Hoshoryu, the guy we
So
just
we'll have
watched, or
someone winning
Hokuto
the
Fuji?
tournament
At
up
this
to a
point, I
look for the
think I'm
first
rooting
time.
Hokuto Fuji.
And it could be
Out
Hidemaku,
of spite.
which is
Nah, just kidding. I think I'm
Haven't I
going
mentioned it a
Hokuto
number of
Fuji
times
now,
here
because
already,
Hokuto
if we go
Fuji's
back
never
to
won one,
1960s.
whereas I feel like Hosh will probably win a decent amount in
or
his
it could be
career.
the dominance of Mongolians as well.
This is probably the closest Hokuto Fuji will probably ever get, so I gotta go
Ichinojo,
Hokuto
Hakuho,
Fuji.
Teruno
He's definitely
Fuji,
the
Kakagyu.
underdog. I gotta go underdog
Fuji.
Hokuto Fuji.
And
Who you thinking,
Asashoryu.
chat, though? Hosh, Hokuto Fuji?
Asashoryu,
What are you
Hoshoryu's
thinking?
uncle,
I gotta root
won
Hokuto
his
this time.
21st tournament
'Cause
here.
his
He's
Hosh beat my
17th,
boy.
he's 13th,
Out of
and he's
spite.
8th, going back 20 years.
Hosh, oh, there's
He
Guppy.
did well here.
I gotta root Hokuto, because I feel like this is the closest he'll probably ever
So the
get.
fans, the
Or
expectation
one of the closest times he'll ever get, so
Who's
I
gonna
gotta go
take
him.
out
He's the underdog.
the Emperor's Cup.
Hosh, definitely probably the favorite. Can't be pressed if Hosh wins, though, because he'll for sure. I mean, I think he's already got Owazeki, but he'll get Owazeki and then start his Yokozuna run. I want Hoke to win, but I don't think he
Yeah,
will.
they've now met 6 times.
Yeah,
Hokuto Fuji
I mean,
and
he's definitely
Hoshoryu
the
in
underdog,
regulation.
but maybe he can work some
Hoshoryu has won
magic.
5
Maybe he
times.
could do a little finesse.
The only time he lost was this
Maybe.
tournament, day 12.
But I'm definitely rooting for
So
the boy.
history
For Sin. I'm doing it for
favours
Sin.
Hoshoryu?
I'm rooting vicariously for Sin.
But this is not normal. This is
Could you imagine if
this is a
Sin
lot of pressure.
comes up from being under the ocean and finds out Shishi got Akachi Koshi and Hokuto Fuji won the
The
top
MIB
division?
getting ready to roll on in.
boy. There should be a Bubble Up gym in here.
Same crew that were in for the second half. Headed by Asakayama Oyakata, former Ozeki Kaio, who won here 2003. Picked up his 4th
Yeah, they're
Yusho.
not all dead.
He had 5 in total,
Should be a Bubble Gym in here somewhere.
but never made it past Ozeki. So can it all come together at once for Hoshoryu? Win a title and get promoted to Ozeki.
That's what I said. This,
Or
honestly,
so
the
Mickey
stars
said
kind of
earlier on.
aligning for Hosh if he wins.
Hokuto Fuji,
Alright, here they come,
he
chat.
feels this is his last chance.
Yeah, Hokuto Fuji says this might be his last chance. Oh no, I gotta
His
root
only
Hokuto
chance,
Fuji.
really, throughout his top division career.
I think Hokuto Fuji's
Right.
about to give it
Some
his all.
information from the dressing room. Not that they were able to go in, but they took a peek. Hoshoryu just went over same foot movements about 3 times in the
Hosh.
dressing room, and Hokuto Fuji was going over the tachirai over and over.
Oh, there's the Bubble Gym boy.
Yeah, well, if any indication from their in regulation bouts, the footwork of Hoshoryu was perfect. Hand placement
Oh, Hokuto Fuji.
is really the key for.
I feel like Hokuto Fuji's
Hokuto
about to give
Fuji.
us everything though. My man's about to fight like his life
that's how
depends
he wins
on it.
most of his bouts with
But
excellent
yeah,
hand
he's
placement.
the underdog regardless.
The Tay-Sen. Everyone takes a stretch.
Alright. Let me go up here and make it large for you guys. Let's get this boy Hosh. Yeah, are you still there? This is the tourney decider right here. 15 days of matches accumulate to this moment. You are? Okay. Nice.
Well, they say that sumo can be.
Hokuto Fuji in his little bald spot.
The
I
condition
gotta
of
root
sumo
for
is
him.
based on
Especially
the,
after hearing that he thinks this is his last
the strength of the
chance. Oh
Sekiwake.
no. I gotta root for
but
the
it's fair
boy.
to say, despite Tsuru the Sekiwake falling a little bit by the wayside in the last few days, the fact that they have been strong is putting pressure on all of those
Oh,
around them.
So that's Hoshoryu. Definitely probably the
And one of
favorite.
them's in a playoff with a former
Going
Komusubi.
against Hokuto Fuji. The Bowl of Saitama.
Hokuto Fuji.
He better let out some massive
Turned
slaps.
31 in
I'm betting
July.
you someone near you. Me just woke up
July
because I hear a
15th.
bass blast thing. That's just Hokuto Fuji slapping
Takes on
himself here.
24-year-old Hoshoryu.
That's just Hokuto Fuji slapping himself. That's not the bass. I better see some massive slaps from Hokuto Fuji. Why did they choose this early? What is it? 4:38 in the morning? That's a little early.
Hokuto Fuji and Hoshoryu, Hokuto Fuji, Hoshoryu in his 18th top division tournament, Hokuto Fuji in his 40th. They met 6 times in the past. This won't count in terms of their head-to-head. The playoff data was not included in
Surprise
their
playoff
head-to-head
data is not
statistics,
included.
but they had met 6 times now in regulation. And
But
this
it's a-
man has won once, so that was day 12 in this tournament.
That's not good for Hokuto Fuji. 5-1. Hokuto
But if this
Fuji
is what
can't
he's
let
been
Hosh
dreaming
get his
about,
belt.
He's
Hokuto
living
Fuji
the dream
can't
right
let
now
his belt
because
get grabbed
he
by
got to where he
Hosh.
wants to be.
It's probably
He just has to do the
GG's
rest.
if Hosh gets a hold of his belt. Hokuto Fuji's got to hit
Hoshoryu
Hosh
has
with
said
everything he's
His
got.
dream is to win a Yusho. With all the dreaming going
Hokuto
on, reality's
Fuji's
about
got to
to
hit
bite.
like a true bull. Everything he's got. Let's see what we got.
On a hot, steamy day. It's been a
Hot,
tournament
steamy day.
every day of the 15 days. We've had some ebb and flow by a number of men. Some winning and losing streaks that you don't see often. The slippery dohyo, which is always a factor in Nagoya.
Oh, they made
With
mention
the
of the
heat
slippery
conditions, the
dohyo.
humidity.
Maybe it's because it's so hot and humid. That's
It's
why
the
it is
same clay
slippery.
used everywhere else, but the heat and the conditions
That would make sense, I
with the dirt
guess.
and the
What
clay
make it some more slippery?
makes it a very slippery
The heat and humidity.
area to work on.
Guess that's understandable. Hokuto Fuji got racing stripes
he's
on
worked
his
on the
head.
footwork.
That's his little bald spot. It's
His opponent's
hilarious
worked
too
on
because
his
it's
hand placement.
when I first started watching him, he didn't really have it. And it's like grown progressively. A little Hokuto Fuji bald spot.
The body has to work together. Can't leave one behind. And if anything, Hokuto Fuji,
Has the race
when he
stripes.
falters, he's all upper body and leaves the feet behind.
Oh. Hokuto Fuji, you
Surely
gotta hit him
his
with a big
criticism of his
blast.
sumo is that he quite often tries things.
If
that
Hosh gets a
just
hold
look
of Hokuto
impossible, or
Fuji's belt,
the timing's
I
wrong.
think it's GG's.
Today he got the timing right in regulation. But now, the most important bout in their lives
But like I said, I
today.
can't be pressed if Hosh
It's for the
wins because
Emperor's
then it
Cup.
means we get a new Ozeki and it makes Kachi Clash more interesting. Alright. I want to see some
It's time.
huge slaps. Huge slaps,
time
Hokuto
is up.
Fuji. Hit him with the anime pose. The hand on the head,
Timekeeping
peering into
judge
the
put the
stars.
hand up saying the allocated preparation and time, the shikiri, is over.
Big slaps. Hand on the head, let me
As
see
per
it.
his regular routine,
The anime
G
pose.
himself up.
Oh, they're not gonna show it. Oh, there it is. The hand on the head,
This moment of
the hand
zen
on the hip, the
for
anime
Hokuto
pose.
Fuji.
Alright. 15 days of matches accumulate to this moment, chat. One of these men will
About
be
to
your
have a
tourney
first-time
winner.
winner.
First time winner also, as Mary Johnson said,
Who's it
for
gonna
both.
be? The Sekiwake Hoshoryu or the rank and filer
Let's see what these
Hokuto
lads
Fuji.
got.
Maegashira 9. Taisen, the playoff for the Emperor's Cup in Nagoya 2023.
There it is.
The Gunbai pointed forward. Shikimori and Osuke.
Get a little bit of a stare down. Who's favored? The guy on the left. That guy right there, Hoshoryu.
Can you feel it?
Guy on the right, Hokuto Fuji, I would say is the underdog. Alright, let's see what he's got.
Hand placement is good initially. by
Can't let him
Hokuto
get the
Fuji.
Mawashi, that's what I said, it's
Hoshoryu
game
tries to
over.
keep him away,
Oh,
and
there it
Hoshoryu
is.
wins the Emperor's Cup.
Hoshoryu, your new Ozeki, and your tourney
First
winner.
time win. Hand placement
Can't be mad, can't be mad.
was good initially by Hokuto
GG's,
Fuji.
GG's.
But the
I
hand
feel bad for
placement when
Hokuto
it mattered
Fuji.
was better by Hoshoryu.
Hosh though, it's gonna be Ozeki and starts Yokozuna run.
Oshidashi
Dang.
win
Also,
in the
like I said,
playoff
we'll watch the
for
trophy
Hoshoryu.
ceremony, so we're not ending Sumo
Emperor's
yet.
Cup winner, and
Gotta watch our boy
promotion
do his interview.
finally
and
got to him, and that's understandable.
the
Oh, the pressure.
GG's. Round of applause, round of
Might be a phone
applause.
call from Uncle if he's not
Coach
there.
Kozuna, Eric incoming. It might be, it might
He
be.
is overjoyed and
The
so should be.
Hoshizeki is for sure here though. The Hoshizeki.
Let's have a look
The
at that
Hosh
replay
Kozuna
again
though.
as he heads off
To be determined.
to prepare for
Find
the
out next time on Dragon Ball Z.
lengthy
No.
presentation of all the goodies that comes with it.
I'm excited though. Hosh, new Ozeki. It'll spice things up in Kachi Clash. Feel bad for Hokuto Fuji because this probably was his best chance to win a title. Like I said, 40 tourneys and he hasn't
Get
won one
an
yet.
idea in this replay
So I gotta feel for the boy a little bit, but
about hand placement after the
Hosh.
initial hit.
alright, let's go
Disappointment,
do these. See
for
if I
him.
can find these shrines up here. Because like I said, I'm
Obviously.
not getting in stream yet.
but
We'll watch the
give him
interview.
praise. He gets
Watch
to
the
a playoff
trophy
with
ceremony.
a 12-3 record, his best performance in the top division in his career.
NHK will cut off at
Not to
2,
be.
but if it cuts off, I can
For
switch on
Hokuto
over to
Fuji.
Carlos Sumo S to watch it if we need be. So we'll see.
Back to the Stakubeya.
Or should I say Abima? Switch over to the Abima.
Everybody's told to make sure they there's a Mario little affection there from him.
Oh, Hosh. I remember his first tourney and when he was... I remember how skinny he was in his
That's right,
first
now
tourney in the
Meisei
top
feeling
division
the love
compared to
from
who he is now.
Gobert
He
Ritchie.
wasn't necessarily skinny, but comparatively to he is now, Hosh was a light boy in his first tourney. He's a light boy. He's packed on some lbs.
About to reset the hair.
Let's go find these.
Probably asking.
Shrines if I can.
I don't know if we want to do that here because normally we all should wait till the interview out Dohyo's
That was
side.
a good match though. Definitely, yeah, like I said, Hosh, he's a beast.
Be something if we can.
He's
pick up
definitely
a
the
few
favorite
words here and there.
between him and Hakuoho and him and Hokuto Fuji. He showed it right there. He proved it, that he is the favorite. Wonder what he's saying. Oh,
Yeah, very hard to hear exactly what he's saying, but I think initially I heard him talking about, well, this is what he's been aiming for. So
5 golden apples. Well, joke's on him. I'm a golden apple
so you
farmer.
aim for one thing and you'll get the other. Normally that's the other way around. Most I want to become an Ozeki and
This man
maybe
wants
the
golden
Yusho.
apples. Little does
Hope
he
to
know
win
I'm a
Yusho.
golden apple farmer.
But he was quite adamant about what he wanted
See?
first. and
See,
that
this
was,
is why you farm those apples.
get the Yusho first,
The
hold
golden
the Emperor's
apples
Cup,
come in clutch for me.
and the rest will follow. And that looks like how that will be. Taking the Yusho, getting 12 wins, he will be an Ozeki at the Akibasho in September.
I just take this to it then, I guess. It should be right over here. Yeah, we should have the Hosh interview coming soon. It should be.
Let's have a look
Right
again.
here, yeah, okay. Perfect. Hokuto
Tachiai
Fuji had the right
missing
idea though of
initially
not
with the
letting him
right
grab
hand,
the
left
Moashi.
hand. Get the right hand in and under.
He had the right idea
Yeah.
about trying to hold him off, but as soon as he
The
got,
Fuji, but pulling,
Yeah.
that was his big mistake. As soon as he started to pull,
he did a good job keeping him off the belt though.
well,
That was
Shodu
smart
got
by
the hand
Hokuto
placement
Fuji.
perfect.
But
Well, Shodu's
Hosh,
blocking him
he's
from
got
getting the Hazuoshi both sides, but he did get the right hand, and then he pulls because he can't get it done effectively. And the footwork and the speed.
Hoshiko Zunair.
Ricky said he was going to work on his footwork, and he did. In the
It is the
Shakubaya,
Hoshizeki though.
because he was expecting there was going to be speed across the dohyo, and he used that
Also,
footwork
shout out to all you
perfection.
guys who came by. Appreciate y'all. A little bit of a quieter night tonight.
You know, in real time.
Still got a decent amount of people
It
for
all
the
happened
women,
very
so
quickly.
appreciate y'all that came through. Bet that feels so good. Hosh on cloud 9 right now.
I'm not sure where his uncle is right now. He'll be back in Mongolia.
Did
but,
Murray's voice
you know,
just
he's got
crack?
his own blog and all sorts
I'm
of
pretty
things
sure
that he
Murray
posts
his
and
voice cracked. That makes me feel
often
better about
offers
my
advice.
voice
Some
cracks.
of it's
If
not
Murray
that
Johnson's
flattering.
voice cracking at his right age,
to his nephew,
I feel better about my voice
but
cracks.
he must be very proud right now.
That definitely
Yes,
sounded
I'm sure
like
his
that.
work
That
will be.
sounded like a Murray Johnson voice crack,
Definitely
which makes me
work
feel
at
better about mine. It happens, Murray. I
He's,
feel it. They happen to me too, dog.
Active hair with
They happen.
men in the top division.
Murray with a little voice crack. Oh no.
So there you go. They're the numbers that he needed. He needed 12.
He played it off pretty smooth
He
though.
and
That's
Wakamoto
honestly how
Haru
you
needed
have to do it.
12
Is just
wins
ignore it and not
to be
acknowledge it.
considered.
I have to acknowledge it though, because I know you guys
Daisho
will.
needed 11,
I can't
He
just
gets
play
the
it off
12.
though.
and the other two finished with 9 wins.
I can
What
get rid of
looked
my tree
Very good
branch.
first weeks.
Little Murray Johnson voice crack. So yeah, we'll watch him get his trophy in his interview.
Both very
I know
young.
Guppy would like to see it.
So it's his 33rd basho
Assuming
terms of
these are
speed.
quickest.
Right, overall.
to get a new show. Yeah.
Who won? That man
So-
right there. I'll
Good.
show to you.
Blank.
Not bad.
I saw Shorty
Also,
was
Alan, good to see
24th.
you. Hope you're doing well.
Wow.
That man right there, Hoshoryu. With the record of 12-3 and the playoff victory over Hokuto Fuji. His 33rd tourney and the
It's a very interesting list. That the speediest being.
those are the quickest
Takahana Nasa Shoryu.
Yeah, they were talking
Top
about that earlier
division
about
title.
how quickly he got there.
That's why, honestly, it would have been insane if Hakuoho would have won. It would have been
was
4.
26.
The quickest is
Kako
24-24.
was 32.
If
Yeah,
Hakuoho would have
really
won
Hakuoho
tonight,
won,
it would have
I
been
just-
4. It would have been next level. I was rooting for it.
So Yutaka, we're going to hear from him. Tatanami Oyakata.
Got COVID? Oh,
Is he there somewhere?
glad to hear you're getting over it and feeling better, because that definitely does not sound like a fun time.
Shima, give him a hug
Sounds like quite the
as
opposite.
well.
Yeah, COVID. Oof. Sorry to hear that. Also, I guess I can get some apples. But seriously, not do damage. Yeah, glad to hear you're doing better. Now, one of the lucky
so the
few who
traditional
never got
Mongolians winning
COVID. I
in
still have
Nagoya
not got
has
COVID,
continued.
knock on wood.
And this time it's a first timer. Last year
never
it was a
got
first
COVID.
timer.
What's
Ichinojo,
up? I was one of the lucky ones.
Mongolian as well.
Let me knock on wood though, because it's still
there are
very
plenty in other
possible.
divisions working their
But
way through
I've been lucky
as
enough.
well. They just provide something extra.
So far,
special.
so good. Okay. Probably don't need to keep going this way.
So
We
we're
can
not going
probably
to
go
get
check
to
out
see
this other
too
one.
much of the ceremony. We will
I can switch
get as
over
much
to
as
end.
we can in before we go off the air with this
I have 104
playoff
shrines.
being involved in the coverage today.
We'll only get to see a little bit of the ceremony on the NHK broadcast, but I can switch over to
We
the Abima
might
one.
get some interviews. We're not
Yeah,
sure
just
yet.
We're, it's whether NHK decides
It's
to go
because
to
they're Hoshoryu
6
haters.
as opposed to a 6 o'clock finished local. Preparation being made now
Green
for the
sword
ceremony,
ball.
which involves a host of prizes.
It was unlucky and just bad timing. I don't know how I
Mushrooms.
got it, but I got it. Well, it's glad to hear you're doing better now, though.
Mackerel,
Alright, so this is where
macaroon.
it said something about Sky Island, but I'm gonna be honest, wasn't reading or paying attention, so I'm assuming we gotta come from the top, though.
Some comments coming through now.
Assuming we can't go through the forest. Alright, here's Hosh coming out to get his trophy. Maybe. Alright, we'll have to do this from the top. That's Sky Island. What did he actually say?
We'll have those
Yeah,
for you.
Tatsunami Oyokata said that he was overwhelmed. There are no words.
The inside of the
There's a lot of
forest could be
pressure,
seen with the
but
sky.
now he's starting to
Okay.
show
皆様
class.
土俵に向かってご起立願います
All stand for the Kimigayo.
Alright, here's the Japanese national anthem for
陸上
a
自衛隊
Mongolian
第10師
Rikishi.
団第10音楽隊の演奏による前奏に引き続きご唱和
It's hilarious how all the Mongolian Rikishi who win gotta listen to the Japanese national anthem. So here's the Japanese national anthem. Even though Hosh is not Japanese. He's singing along though. Hosh was singing the lyrics.
ご着席ください
So now the presentation will take place.
Because generally speaking, Mongolians have won more tourneys recently compared to
Yeah,
Japanese
flag.
Rikishi. I think there's only, like they said, 2 Japanese Rikishi that have won in like the last however long compared to numerous amounts of Mongolian Rikishi. Mongolians dominate sumo in the top division as of late. Hosh Mongolian himself. I'm pretty sure like 7 of the last 8 Yokozunas have been Mongolian, and one of them being Japanese.
支配豊昇龍友勝右は令和5年7月場所において
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they do play cricket. I don't know how popular cricket is in Japan, but I'm pretty sure they do.
令和5年7月23日公益財団
Not
法
sure
人
how
日本相撲
popular
協
it
会
is though.
The head of the Sumo Association, which he's also Hokuto Fuji's Oikata, was probably hoping he was going to be calling out another name, but not to be.
賜杯並びに表彰状が八角に
That's Hokuto Fuji's stable master. That was Arino right there.
Just a reminder for those that weren't here for the earlier part of our broadcast, the NHK World viewers. Reminder we will have
続いて優勝く
highlights.
じを
1:30 Japan
I'll switch
time.
over once NHK broadcast cuts out.
For the highlight show,
Switch over to
we'll recap
Abima
all
so you
the
guys
day's
can
action.
watch. I probably won't have commentary up though.
1:30
Commentary
in the morning,
won't be English anymore.
優勝
Let's go, Hosh.
8:30 tomorrow morning Japan time,
1:30
1:30 and then 5:30 tomorrow. First Yusho win for that man. And the age and the sumo he brings, pretty sure it won't be his last.
Cause yeah, they're gonna cut off the NHK broadcast here in like 4 minutes.
続いて内閣
Reminder
総理
that
大
these
臣賞
guys
の授与
live
で
I'll have to get
sumo.
the
It's not, you know,
Abima
season-
broadcast up so we could watch the rest of the
seasonal
tourney
sport.
or the
So
trophy
This
ceremony.
is what they train for each and every day.
This NHK runs a tight schedule. Abima's got more leeway.
Is there a surprise presenter? Oh. Minister Kono.
表彰状内閣総理大臣杯豊昇龍友勝殿あ
Whoosh.
なたは令和5年7月場所において成績優秀により内閣総理大臣杯にその名を刻し長く名誉を表彰します令和5年7月23日内閣総理大臣岸田文雄代読
Clap, clap,
Round of the
clap,
Prime
clap,
Minister.
clap, 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 clap. Also, shout out again to all you guys who came out. Appreciate y'all. That's a big old cup right there.
総理大臣杯並びに賞状が
I think that weighs like 50 pounds.
Prime Minister's Cup awarded.
Then he'll get the Emperor's Cup next. Definitely would love to go to a sumo tourney in person at some point. I think it would be sick.
Setting up for the interview. Mickey, I'm not sure what we're doing here in terms of time, but
Oh no. Is that? Alright. Oh wait, no.
we just
A
spoke
little
about
bird
buffered.
just told us
promotion.
that there's going to be a meeting, extraordinary meeting being
An
held. meaning
extraordinary meeting.
About the promotion
He's gonna be
of
Owazeki. Hosh is
Sekiwake
100% Owazeki.
Oshoryu to the rank of Ozeki.
優勝力士
That's
インタビューで
100%.
That will be within
インタビューは
It's the Hoshizeki era.
三輪弘隆アナウンサーであり
To be
Reminder to you
determined
that
about the
the September
Hoshozuna.
Basho will be held from September 10th to
Hoshozuna.
24th
初優勝
Yeah, let's see what our boy
Okay.
Hosh
立
has
浪
to
部屋
say.
の豊昇龍関ですおめでとうございます
of August.
Congratulations. Thank you.
この拍手歓声
Guppy, are
We
you gonna buy
heard
that
the cheers
Banzuke?
and congratulations and
calendar
all
thing?
the people cheering for you. How do you feel?
The Hosh smile,
really
love to see
happy.
it. Guppy, you gonna buy the Banzuke
初めて手にした
calendar thing you were
Your
showed on?
first Yusho and the cup. How did it feel on your hands?
そうでしたか
I couldn't really understand it, but it was nice.
今日は優勝決定戦になりました
So you had to be a playoff. After you
目から
won,
溢れるものが見えました
I
どんな思いでしたか
I thought I saw you in tears. Yes, the tears came out.
Ah, tears of
But I
joy.
was just so overwhelmed with joy. I was trying to hold it back, but the tears just came.
There. Nothing wrong with that, Hosh. Hosh is a likable guy.
今日は優
Today,
勝のためには決定戦
You
の
had
可
to
能性もあった中
fight
で
into a
新
playoff,
国立との初めての対戦という
and you had to
千秋楽に
face
なりました
this
どんな気持ちでまず
newcomer,
最初の相撲土俵に上がりま
a
したか
young fledgling star. How was that? Well, I had to win it because that was my ticket to the usual playoffs.
そして優勝決定戦は場所中に本割では敗れていた北勝富士関でした
Surprised they haven't cut
Playoff,
off
you
the
had
interview. It's two.
lost against Hokutoji in the regular, bout,
やるしかないってその気持ちで上がれました
how did you feel? Well, I just had to come and do everything I can because I came this far.
Thanks to our NHK World fans.
豊昇龍関、今場所は
Shout out to you, chat.
大関昇
This
進をしたと
basho,
いう15日間で
You also had to think about the promotion to Ozeki during the 15
振り
days.
返ってどうでしたか？
Looking back on this basho, how was it?
Hoshozeki.
今思ってます
I now think that I did everything I can, and I did well.
場所中には一番一番集中するということだけの
I got us.
So during the basho, you just say you're just focusing on each bout. But did you think about Ozeki promotion? No, none at all.
ただ
I didn't think one bit. But I've just got information that with the Yusho today, they are requesting to hold an extraordinary meeting. And you know what that means. So Ozeki promotion is becoming a
Nice.
reality for you. Thank you.
Nice to see Hosh with a big old smile on his face.
For
Just
Sekitori,
normally they're always so stoic.
being in the Banzuke of Ozeki, what does that mean to you?
夢のところなんで
Well, it was something I dreamt about,
嬉しいです
so I'm really happy.
初優勝
Oh yeah,
Your
it's
first
Fieri.
Yusho and Ozeki,
Farah slash Fieri.
you've achieved two
The cave
dreams,
lady.
all here at Nagoya.
嬉しいです
I'm just happy.
この嬉しさは今
And
誰に
this
一番伝えたいですか？
joy, who do you want to
一番最初に
tell first?
親方にその
Of
後に
course, to my oyakata
おじさんに
and to my uncle next.
Asa Shoryu.
ぜひ皆さん
Former Yokozuna.
その喜びを
So please share this
I'm
joy.
surprised
And can
NHK
you
hasn't
give
cut off the
us
broadcast.
お願いできますか？
your result for the next basho in a different
Also, we
position?
got 5 hours on the VOD. Let's go. This passed.
として
Well, I'm going to practice more and more,
頑張りたいです
and I want to do my best. Congratulations. Thank
On to
you.
the next one. If he wins the next
And that
tourney, I
rounds
think
up the
he would
interview
get
process. Thank you,
Yokozuna.
Mickey. And
I'm
that
pretty sure
rounds
they
up
would
the
consider
coverage
it.
of this particular
But it's obviously easier said than done.
tournament. Quite a bit happening around.
But I think if he won next
Background?
tourney,
Yep.
they'd give him
Hokuto Fuji was in
Yokozuna.
tears. He can't stop crying, but he said this is going to be a good building block for my next performance.
Well, just a reminder to you that
Yoko.
the Bunsuke comes out August 28th. Day one tournament for September is on the 10th and runs to the
It's my
24th.
nephew's birthday.
Yeah, this one has come to an end. What an exciting finish. What an exciting tournament. Hope you had a chance to join us for much of it. And we look forward to you joining us again in September. For all the crew, all our on-air crew, our behind-the-scenes crew, thanks
Well,
for
they
being
show
with
the little
us throughout the
montage at the
15
end. I hope they
days,
show
and
the
we will see
montage. They
you
better not
in
cut it
September.
off.
Thank you, Mickey. I'm Murray Johnson.
Please show
Bye
the
for now.
montage with the music. No! Bastards! Alright, let me... let me... Alright, I can switch over to... Abima stream will still be going, so hold on, give me 1 second. The Abima stream should still be going. Oh wait, hold up. Oh, that's why. But I won't have commentary up for this one because Stormy, the big 66 months, appreciate you. We're actually probably gonna wrap up stream here in a little bit because Sumo just ended, but appreciate you stopping by nonetheless. We're just watching the boy Hoshoryu get his trophies and titles and stuff. You were watching the NHK English commentary, but it just ended, so swapping on over to Abima, which is the Japanese commentary since their broadcast doesn't end strictly more lenient. Stormy with the big 66, appreciate you. Hope you're doing well. But yeah, tonight was final night of Sumo, so we're just watching this. This is the closing ceremonies. It's our boy Hoshoryu right there. He just got ranked up to Owazeki, so big tournament for him. First ever tourney win. Just achieved highest rank, or his highest rank. So 'Twas a good tourney. And then we got commercials. Yeah, I'm probably gonna wrap up stream here in about 10 minutes or so, 5-10 minutes. Just gonna watch the rest of the ceremony, see him get his stuff. How many shrines do I got left? I gotta be close to being done with shrines. How many are there in let me look. How many shrines? Because I think I have like 108. There's 152. Okay, well I still have a decent chunk to do left. There's 152. I got 108. I'm sure a lot of them are kinda in the Sky Islands. I'm sure there's a decent amount down here somewhere in like in caves, but I'm sure a decent amount are in the Sky Islands as well. Since I haven't really done any of those yet, yeah, there's probably a good amount up here. So I guess I got a little over 40 something. So yeah, Hosh, this is him getting all his trophies. Tourney winners get a lot of different trophies. They get like large macaroons, large teacups, Emperor's Cup, Prime Minister's Cup, bunch of sponsorship stuff. This Hosh is gonna like stand here for like a hot minute just getting random stuff. Like a big old vase. Let's get a big old vase. Just gets a bunch of random gifts that like subs and sponsors will give to the winner, or whoever ends up winning. Large macaroon. That's funny. Yeah, in terms of playing the game, I'm not really gonna do much, just kind of running around. Because next weekend, we will finally beat Ganon. Next weekend, we'll finally fight Ganon. After 2+ months of playing this game. I think we started, what, May 16th, and now it's July. Yeah, it's been over 2 months. Thank goodness. Alright. Hey, whoa, Fieri, don't be like that. Yeah, we'll finally fight. I've been loving this game. Don't hate on my happiness, Fieri. Don't hate on my happiness here. Okay, there's a reason I've been playing it so long, and it's because I've been loving it. Okay? Shake my head. But yes, we'll finally fight Ganon next week, so. That means we'll probably slowly start transitioning off of Tears of the Kingdom for a bit. I'm sure I'll still probably do a stream here or there though to finish up the shrines and do some side quests, but probably start transitioning back to start playing more other stuff, Kart and some other. I kind of want to do some other single player games, because this was like the first single player game I did in a hot minute. I don't think I'm gonna do anything on the terms of this length though. I prefer to do probably something shorter. But it was kind of fun to play a single player game because I hadn't streamed one in a while. So it was a nice change of pace. I know this one took, like I said, this one took a while. But there's reasons though. I got sentimental value with this one because we obviously streamed and beat Breath of the Wild, so we had to do Tears of the Kingdom. Fieri though, thank goodness. Oh my lord. Don't hate on my happiness. Shake my head. So yeah, Hosh is still getting some more trophies. Also, Fury, I hope you get some more good rest after stream ends. Like I said, hope you get to sleep in, rest up. I hope so too. You will. I know you will. I'll give it like another 5 minutes and then we'll wrap her up. Also have to look for someone who's awake at this godforsaken hour. I feel fried and want to rest, but I hate that I just have trouble with falling asleep a bit. You'll get used to it too. It's something you'll have to get accustomed to, and it'll become easier as time goes on. It'll be like small steps, small progression. But once you get it going, it'll work out. Oh, there's the giant macaroon I was telling you about. This is Hosh's giant. His is pink. Usually it's a different color. I think the one last turning was green. But Hosh gets a large pink macaroon. different. Why do they do those? Just, it's like different sponsors and stuff. Like sponsors will give stuff to give to the winner beforehand. And this is Hosh's. Hosh won the pink macaroon. That was the macaroon I was talking about. Is it edible? Ah! Good question. I don't know. Is the macaroon... Fuck, spell macaroon. Okay. I had it right. I added an extra R. Is the macaroon sumo... Macaroon sumo tourney winners it edible? I don't actually know. Macaroon. It is. I guess it is edible. It is indeed edible. Wow, you can eat it. That's a big fucking macaroon. I guess it makes sense. They're big boys. You gotta have a big macaroon. It is edible. Which is understandable. I would assume not. With that size, it's gotta have some way. Yeah, I guess, I don't know. They got some top tier chef skills, because I guess it is edible, yeah. Oh, yeah. So now he's got another big glass. It's like I said, he just gets a bunch of different little gifts. He just stands here and just collects a bunch of gifts. Yeah, I don't know. I'm sure there's like some technique and process they got that they perfected over time to make it. I don't know. There's probably some videos on it on YouTube. Or there might be some videos on YouTube. Yeah, I guess it is. It is edible indeed. Big old glass. Look at the size of that glass, goddamn. He always just has to hand it off, because like I said, he stands here, just keeps collecting. Wipe yourself off. It's in fact, oh god, that'd be atrocious though. Chanko Nabi, that looks like macaroons, oh god. You bite into a macaroon and it tastes like Chanko Nabi, that feels like betrayal. I'd be like, not saying that Chanko Nabi's nasty, but I don't think that's the flavor you would expect biting into it. It'd be like biting into a chocolate and tasting a hamburger. It'd be like, what the fuck? I love me some hamburger, but not when I'm expecting to bite into a chocolate. That'd be scary. That'd be betrayal. Like how I'm just running around. Hosh collect all his trophies. Oh. Here's another trophy. That'd be a fun experiment. It's like the is it cake sort of thing. When people just make random shit and it ends up being cake. You have to guess if it's cake or not. That, but with Chanko. There's various foods. I'm sure there is chefs that can do it. I don't wanna. That'd be terrifying. Scary thought. An evil I do not want to witness. Alright, I'll give it till 5-10 more minutes. We'll wrap it up. I'll give it to like 2:20, 2:25. And then we'll wrap it up. But it's nice to see Hosh. By giving people something, that'd be a fun experiment. By giving people something they expect a certain flavor, it has a wildly different flavor. How does that impact the taste? That would be interesting. It's kind of like similar to a blind taste test, but obviously it's different because you're kind of tricking the senses more so rather than like having them try and determine. Could be interesting. Also, what is that? I don't know, it just looks like another big cup. Like I said, he just gets a lot of massive trophies and they don't stop. There's another one you can see in the background. Hosh literally just stands here and Just collects trophy after trophy, large macaroons, 10 pots, cups, vases, flowers. That's what happens when you win. You get a lot of stuff. So if you're expecting sweet and it's savory, would it taste extra savory, or would you taste the hidden sweet notes underneath the savoriness? Oh yeah! That's kind of a good question. Oh shit, Tiger's here? 24-hour stream to best this? I don't know about that. But Tiger, good to see you. Welcome, welcome. Tiger waking up, Fieri waking up. Also, Tiger, send me your PayPal/Venmo. Because like I said, if you don't, Fieri will be getting your prize money. You have been warned. You have been warned. So yeah, whenever you got time. If you don't get it to me within the next few days though, it's very possible that I send it over to Fieri. But whenever you have time, no rush. But if you don't get it to me within like a few days to a week, I'm sending it to Fieri. I'm never safe from Fieri being in chat. Oh, shush. Fieri was literally not here earlier when you were in chat. Shush up. Oh, brother. Bye, I guess. Don't listen to him. You were literally not here when he was here earlier. Oh, my lord. You be kind to your CEO breadwinning wife. Put some respect. Okay. Be kind to her. But Tiger, thank you for the big 25 months. Appreciate you. Big 2 years plus. It's crazy to think it's been 2 years plus. Did you send him that meme? Okay. Tiger, you'll get that reference then. Check your phone, Tiger, and you'll understand the CEO breadwinner meme. Floating around. I think I'm gonna dip. Some Dota tourney in Riyadh starting soon. Alright, sounds good, Stormy. Appreciate you stopping by though on the resub. Appreciate you. Also hope the tourney's well. Riyadh? Yeah, that's Saudi Arabia, right? Yeah. Whole essay. Yeah, hope it's a good one. Also appreciate you stopping by. Appreciate the sub. Who won the tourney? Our boy right there on the left, standing still. Hosh. My man's just collecting trophies. These trophies are all fucking huge too, which is but Hosh, he got it. Hokuto Fuji won to force the playoff. Hosh beat Hakuoho, and then Hosh beat Hokuto Fuji in the playoff. So, Hokuto Fuji forced playoff. Hosh beat Hakuoho to go to playoff. Hosh beat Hokuto Fuji in playoff. So that is our tourney winner, Hoshoryu, and he will get promoted to Ozeki tourney. So he will be a higher rank, and he'll be in a new pick group for Kachi Clash. He'll be in Terunofuji and Takakeisho's group. And Kirishima. He'll be in Kirishima, Takakeisho, and Terunofuji's group. So there'll be 4 lads to pick between now. I'll be scared to pick him next time. Well, now you'll have to decide between picking between him and Terunofuji, Takakeisho, and Kirishima. Compared to who he's been going against usually. So, he's gonna be in a new group. Dude, they are just giving him trophy after trophy, holy shit. Have a ring from Inflation and bumps on that ring. Well, that's not good. Yeah, that sounds like an oofta right there. So let me find someone who's live that I can rate. Dead streaming? Ed is not streaming. But Carlos is streaming. I can read Carlos. Which is Ed's brother. Alright, I'll probably raid Carlos. Carlos is streaming right now. He's playing some Apex Legends. Because I'm gonna wrap up stream right meow. Here in the next like 2-3 minutes. But Tiger, appreciate you stopping by again. Fieri, appreciate you stopping by again. For clarification, Sal, this is a joke. Ring I bought for fun that says USDA organic. Oh, okay, I see. That joke went over my head. I see, I see. Alright. Let me get Carlos' stream up because I'm gonna raid him. Carlos. Oh, there's Hosh's cow they give him. Hosh got a cow. Anyway, glad I got to be in the stream for an hour. I'm glad you got to see the t-shirt, because like I said, I would have felt terrible if the one time I wear your stream, or your shirt on stream, you're not even here. So I'm glad you got to see that. Alright, they're gonna just keep giving him trophies, so I'm gonna wrap it up myself. Alright. So, Tiger, Fury, Stormy, anyone else in chat? Dolph, Parrots, Guppy, anyone lurking? Appreciate y'all stopping by. So yeah, next stream we should be beating, or actually I might do a midweek stream, so maybe not next stream, but next weekend we will finally fight Ganon. But there's a decent chance I do a midweek stream, maybe Wednesday or Thursday. So maybe a Wednesday, Thursday, maybe a movie night? Pause chat, maybe a Wednesday, Thursday movie night? And then next weekend we will fight Ganon. So, on that note, I appreciate y'all stopping by. Let me raid Carlos. Get his thing up. You moved to Tigers on Friday, do you? Oh, snap. Movie night on Friday? That's Guppy's stream, though. I can't encroach on Guppy's stream time. Oh, by the way, your new computer is built. Let's go, Tiger. Also, yeah, I saw that when I got home. I couldn't encroach on Guppy, I would feel bad. But maybe we can do a movie night. I don't know. We'll see. But I might do a midweek stream. But Quirky, appreciate you stopping by as well. Also, congrats, Tiger. Looking forward to the new and improved Tiger streams. Yeah, I couldn't encroach on Guppy like that, so... Maybe Guppy does a movie night, though. Pause champ, maybe Guppy does a movie night. Hold the phone. Yeah, no, I'm gonna get some sleep. Appreciate y'all stopping by. I should maybe do a midweek stream, and then we'll for sure beat Ganon next weekend. So on that note, get some sleep. I'll see y'all later. Peace.